I need Trump supporters. I need you specifically. Help a brother out. Help me understand because I'm a little bit confused. I used to think that being in the United States was way better than being in Nazi Germany, right? I used to genuinely believe that. I used to genuinely believe that, yeah, the United States way better, greatest place on earth. But then it hit me like a ton of bricks. The United States actually resembles 1933 Germany. And I need to know from Trump supporters which year is better. Which year is better? Help me figure that out, guys. Keep tapping the screen. As soon as we get up to 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. Tap the screen, and we will open up the panel at 8,000 likes. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. I am depending on Trump supporters because you guys are smart. You guys are smart. You guys are the winning side. You have the power. You have the control. For the longest, I heard you guys should listen to us because we won. And Trump supporters, you are absolutely right. You won. So it's your turn to have your voices amplified. Get in the box. We are looking for Trump supporters. What's going on over on the Twitch and the YouTube side? I see Mandy's Candy. Hey, Mandy's Candy. I see Katie Cakes over on the Twitch side. What's going on, guys? We are live on Twitch and we are live on YouTube as well. Guys, keep tapping the screen. What up, Shay? As soon as we get up to 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. I am only looking to talk to Trump supporters. If you are not a Trump supporter, do not request up. We are only talking to people that are Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. If you are a friendly, keep tapping the screen. As soon as we get up to 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. Share the live out, guys. Can we get the shares to 50 shares? I need you guys to lock in and help with all the things, right? I need you guys tapping the screen. I need you sharing the live. And also, if you have it, let's knock out the daily gift goal. It's these 1 cent goals. I'm going to keep resetting them to these 1 cent goals to hopefully continue to boost the live. So please, if you got the coins, let's boost the live. Let's do all the wonderful things. Hey, Alexa, stop. Let's do all the wonderful things to make sure that we are able to actually host these lives. Again, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Giovanni, are you a Trump supporter?
I am, yes.
Absolutely. Wonderful, Giovanni. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have Giovanni up here with me. And if you could, please keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Giovanni, I should have tested this earlier real quick. Let me ask you a question. Giovanni, can you hear this? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Just had to make sure everything was working. You know how it is. Sometimes you have some technical difficulties. Giovanni, do you know who I am?
I've seen your lives once or twice.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, so you know exactly what you're getting into, Giovanni.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, like I said, I've stopped in. I've seen you bring some guests up. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to give Giovanni a proper introduction. We're also going to give everybody else a proper introduction so everyone knows what this is. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box because this is Sparring with Santana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? That is right, guys. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that considers to be a friendly, not someone necessarily a supporter of Donald Trump, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Kravis, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Go on mute for me, please. All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. Giovanni, I'm going to start with you, right? Giovanni, you seem like a pretty level-headed guy. I don't know. You came in, you didn't crash out. You sound pretty sensible, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, Giovanni, I need you to help me figure this out, right? Because I used to think that the United States of America was the greatest country on earth. and I thought it was unparalleled, right? I thought that the United States of America stood above all, a shining city on the hill, if you will. But it actually struck me that I don't know which one's better. 1933 Germany or 2025 United States. And the reason why I say that is because they have so many similar things between the failed coup, the state of emergency, consolidation of power, the nationalism, and then also vilifying the news. So, hey, Giovanni, help me figure this out. Which one is better, 1933 Germany or 2025 United States? I mean, both have Nazis, so I'm a little confused.
Yeah, sure. So 1933 Germany. So that's obviously when it went from democracy to dictatorship. And I mean, obviously there was
not in 33, but yeah,
it's
around
when
that time.
It's when it began.
Yeah. You're on track.
Yeah. So a couple things here to obviously recognize. First thing would be is that Schmittler went through he used a handful of different methods to achieve that dictatorship.
He absolutely did.
But I would say the most important one would be called what they call the enabling law. This is the one that actually allowed him to actually be able to commit the crimes that he did. And what they call it, I believe, they call it the law of Reichstag.
Reichstag, yep.
Reichstag, I believe, is what they called it. Yeah. It gave him basically power to rule basically by decree.
Yep.
So he didn't have to actually it was authoritarian. So you're asking what's better, 1933 Germany or 2025 USA? I would say, considering the fact that Trump has done things that have already been immediately challenged and shot down immediately, we are not even close to what 1933 Germany was. Because again, now if Trump was trying to enact certain laws that gave him authoritarian power or power that basically excluded all other source, going through any chains at all whatsoever, I would say, yeah, sure, it's probably we're getting there, but there's no evidence of this, at least to my knowledge.
That's actually a really good point. Listen, you said something, and again, I can tell. Listen, I can tell sensible people when I meet them. Right? I've spoken with enough people to know a crash out when I meet a crash out, or someone who's going to actually bring something to the table. And you brought something to the table. Interesting thing that you said, though, right? Because the consolidation of power happened under Hitler, in a sense of making him a dictator. Now, I'll be honest with you. Maybe I stretched it a little bit with the all for one power. Yeah, Trump, it has somewhat consolidated power in the sense that the Republican Party now holds the House, the Senate, the presidency, and technically the Supreme Court. With that also being said, we have seen that the Republican Party is willing to bend the knee and go as far as saying that whatever mandate that Donald Trump has, it's their responsibility to, quote, if he says jump and pat your head, we ask how high while we jump and pat our heads. So that is a scary thing. You mentioned the fact that there's executive orders that have been challenged, but the funny thing is it's still super early, and you're absolutely right. It goes back to the one executive order that was immediately challenged and quote unquote knocked down was his ending of birthright citizenship with the executive order, right? But the funny thing about that is Donald Trump isn't giving up on that, right? He just because the executive order was deemed to be highly unconstitutional, Donald Trump has shown a propensity to actually disregard the Constitution in multiple ways. So with that being said, what's the check and balances as far as, let's say, the ruling comes in and they say, oh, you can't end birthright citizenship. It's unconstitutional. Who actually ensures that Donald Trump doesn't actually move forward with said actions after the court said it's unconstitutional?
Yeah, sure. So that would be the job of the Supreme Courts.
Right. No. The job of the Supreme Court is to quote unquote enforce it, right?
Correct.
But who are the enforcers?
Yeah, so that's the beauty of America.
It absolutely is.
Yes, the beauty of America. So if he, by any means, listen, man, like I said, this isn't going to happen, but by any means, he tries to put this into place, that's where the people turn against him, man.
So you listen, the checks and balances in our society is the norms that we subscribe to, right? Like it's the simple fact of the matter is the Supreme Court rules that something to be if the Supreme Court was to rule that this was unconstitutional, um, the actual acting out of the executive order, we would assume that a normal president, a normal government would say, okay, this is checks and balance. We're all co-equal branches of the government, and so we will abide.
Mhm.
But when is Donald Trump actually shown that he's willing to actually abide by anyone else's rulings?
Yeah, no, you don't. No, so you are right to it. You're right to an extent. He has done things historically where he has to almost like has this like superiority complex where he has to kind of always be right. Okay, so I'll be the first to admit this, that this is how he is. But although he has um although he has went out and basically not accepted certain things, whether it be January 6th, things like that, he hasn't yet showed any evidence of doing anything that's almost, well, again, based on the conversation we're having, authoritarian.
That's fair.
I haven't witnessed anything. Let me ask you: have you as of yet witnessed anything from him that you see to be authoritarian or dictator like, that resembles Mustache Man? You see?
Yeah, I mean, like, so as far as Trump overall, right? His rhetoric, his plan, his actions, as far as, you know, I call these specific things. Again, Giovanni, I'm gonna give it to you. You're a smart guy. So like I can appreciate you and I can actually have a real conversation with you. The simple fact of the matter is, like, I call these things out. They're eerily similar, right? There's a parallel between those things that led to the events of Hitler taking power versus those things that led to Trump. With that being said, Trump has actually tried to emulate him, and down to the vernacular, right? Word for word, bar for bar, he is spitting the same lines, whether it be speaking on vermin or poison in the blood of America, or talking about good genes, right? It's in the blood. All of those things were direct dog whistles that were connected to what Hitler actually used to say. Now, with that being said, let me ask you a genuine question.
Sure.
With any president that has 2 terms, right?
Yep.
Their first term is about what, and then their second term is about what?
4 years each.
What? No. I mean, like, what? Okay, maybe it's a little bit leading, so I'll go ahead and answer it. With presidents, the first 4 years is about reelection, right? They get into office, they try to actually do something to get reelected, so they can actually be reelected, right?
Okay. Yep.
Once they actually get to reelection, gloves are off, right? Gloves are off because they understand their term limit. They'll never be president again. They actually are looking at building their legacy or enacting policy that will be long lasting or things like that. Donald Trump, since taking office, has been completely unchained. And I say that from someone who actually studies Trump. When I say study, I mean I actually multiple times a day I'm reading information about him, I'm watching videos, I'm checking out his social medias, I'm doing all of this stuff. Donald Trump, ever since he didn't put his hand on the Bible and he was sworn into office, Donald Trump has been blatantly unhinged. He's been very apathetic to people. He's been very unresponsive to anyone that's not him or within his small circle. When talking about other situations, even when having the conversation about Palestine and Israel, and talking about whether the ceasefire would hold, Donald Trump said, "I don't care. It's not our war." Donald Trump has literally, he has no restraints left. So what would stop him from leaning in to that authoritarianism and actually becoming the dictator that he actually buddies up to and he looks up to? Because we know for a fact that he likes strong men and he looks up to strong men and he wants to be seen as a strong man. I mean, look at the difference between his 2016, 2017 and 2025 presidential pictures. Right, you can tell he wants to be known as a quote unquote strong man. So what makes you think that he's not going to lean into that?
Yeah, no, like so you are right. That when he since his election or sorry election since he was his inauguration, he has to an extent come off as unhinged in some of the things. Okay, um, especially with the the birthright citizenship, signing the executive order for that. There's other things that I don't agree with. Um, so yeah, so based on what you're saying, I understand. So you're basically saying the first term is about re-election, and you are right that Trump does have now he's back in, and he does have a superiority complex where he wants to be like the biggest and the baddest. I do believe that. Okay, and when you were saying buddy buddy, were you referring to Putin or were you?
Well, I mean, not just Putin, but him relishing as far as how he speaks on people that are authoritarians and actually speak highly of said people, versus how he actually speaks to and treats our allies.
Sure. Um, I, again, so I would say that ultimately, I don't believe Trump. Although he does things that I understand to some, they see these things as authoritarian to an extent. I don't think he actually had. I mean, to answer your question, ultimately, I can't say for sure. I can't say
That's
to you
fair.
no, man. Because what you're saying is that now you're putting some ideas out there that kind of make they make sense when you say them, and sure there is some aspects of it that you are right. There is correlations between 1933 and now. To say that it will never happen, I can't say that, but I think
that is a large. I mean, and to be fair, even give this to you to say that it will or won't. Like both of those are, no one can be definitive.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that as well.
Yeah. Well, listen. I have I guess a leaving question for you, so I have to get ready for bed. But I appreciate you having me.
Let me say this before you go, Giovanni. No, like seriously, like you're welcome back.
Yeah,
you're welcome back. I
appreciate you.
I don't normally come across genuine people that are actually smart and they stand in their cause. So you are more than welcome back. But go right
I
ahead.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yes, I guess it's the last question was so with 1933, where you have obviously the rebuilding of the Third Reich or the building of the Third Reich, and how things transpired. What is there something that you see for a certain pattern or a path that we're going down? And what would that look like if it were to be what you're fearing it is? Maybe it won't be obviously to the level of what he did. Is there a certain?
I mean, I think the key factor has been his campaign promise and the people that he's putting around him to fulfill his biggest campaign promise, right? It's been the villainization of brown people from the southern border, right? And to be fair, he's villainized all immigrants, but he's really leaned into the brown people coming from the southern border, right? And how he is dehumanizing them. That's why he's calling them vermin. That's why he said they're poisoning the blood of America. And so he's using that to justify what he's going to do to them in the sense of breaking up families, in the sense of deporting them, in the sense of actually infringing on their constitutional rights, which a lot of people don't even understand, that undocumented immigrants, whether you're an undocumented immigrant or not, you do have constitutional rights. He is going to use everything in his power to actually flex on that one point, use that one point to continue to turn people against them. I mean, I've listened to enough Trump supporters to know that they really think that the reason why their lives are bad is because of the brown people. They don't understand that if their life sucks, it's more so based off of their actions, their choices, but then even more so the bad situation that the government has put everyday Americans in. But they're falling for the trap, thinking that if these brown people aren't here, then my life will be better. And so he is actually leaning heavy into that. And with Tom Homan, who is a
my
God, Tom Homan is he is a beast. If they are able to successfully really do what they're trying to do, not even necessarily to the level of what they're trying to do, but successfully execute that and get the buy-in of the American people. That's the catch, right? If I mean, and again, I think you might already know this, but one of the greatest achievements of Hitler was getting the buy-in of the German people to say, you know what, we agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
right.
not enough people stood up and said, no, this is wrong. And so if he can get the buy-in of enough people, that's all bad.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, dude, I really appreciate you having me up, man. Like I said,
Same.
I shot you a follow. I'm gonna come back as soon as you're live
Yeah,
next time. Okay?
you are actually genuinely welcome. You're welcome back. I don't normally get smart people. So you're welcome back in.
Thanks, man. You as well. You as well, man. Yeah.
All right, have a good one. Kravis, I apologize. Normally I would have gotten to you a lot earlier than that, but that went a whole different direction. So let me do this. Let's reset. Degrees of Freedom, get in the box.
No,
Get in the
I
box.
actually liked it. I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, guys, keep tapping the screen. We're almost at 50,000 likes. Let's go ahead and blow past 50,000 likes. Let's get this thing up to 100,000 likes. Also, share the live out. Let's get the shares up to 400 shares. And also, let's knock out the daily gift goal. It's the pink heart puffs. I keep resetting the gifts to these 1-cent gifts. And doing this helps actually boost the live. So if you could actually go ahead and knock that out, and we can keep doing that, and it'll help push us out to the FYP. It'll get more people in here. And last but not least, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree and in bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. So if you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Kravis, which one's better, 1933 Germany or 2025 United States of America? Go.
First of all, I think that's a very hostile question to ask to me.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but it's an actual factual question. So which one?
Those two are not comparable in the first place. And secondly,
How so?
Yes, I'm gonna explain.
How
you
so?
further. Yes, we have Elon Musk and Donald Trump. It's like a dream team,
Schnazis, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? The one thing that I will say is I don't necessarily think Trump is a schnazi. I think Elon is. I don't think Trump is a schnazi. I think Elon is, but I don't think Trump gives a damn.
But as far as I know, Donald Trump's is of German.
Mm-hmm.
He has a German background, right?
Yeah. His grandparents were exiled from Germany.
Right. So actually, maybe he has ties to Germany. That's why he is like how he now is,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see the issue in that.
You don't see the issue in what?
And that he is a nationalist.
Wait, you don't see the issue in what?
That he is a nationalist.
Why not?
Because we have seen the 4 years of Joe Biden. It was like a joke,
How so? What was a joke under Joseph Robinette Biden?
Thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of immigrants have invaded our country. And now it is up to Donald Trump to deport them all.
Yeah, I hear you, right? There have been a lot of quote unquote immigrants that have come into the country. I wouldn't say they invaded the country. I think that's a stretch to say that they invaded the country. But I know for a fact that there was a bipartisan legislation to actually try to slow down immigration, and even more so, Kamala Harris actually did multiple things to help with immigration, but Donald Trump actually unalived it. 1 second, Dave, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, no.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna drop you down. Okay.
Oh no, I'd like to speak to crowd.
No, thank you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is sparring with Santana. This is not late nights with Santana. We are only talking to people that are Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Yeah, so like the simple fact of the matter is Donald Trump has never really cared about the border. Donald Trump cares about the optics of being able to talk about the border. He cares about the optics of being able to use it to run and things along those lines, but not actually care about the border. Bad, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am.
You are?
Yep.
Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm in a hotel right now.
Oh, I thought you were taking a poop. Hold on 1 second. Kravis, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down because quite simply put, I think you are a troll and I don't like disingenuous people. I have no interest in disingenuous people. You know what I mean, Bad? Like I can
Yeah.
have a conversation with anybody, but I have no interest in having conversations with disingenuous people. You know. Anyway, with that being said, guys, W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $2 donation to say they banned a number of black books in Texas and Pennsylvania today. No way. Really? That is absolutely insane. Gosh. Yeah, guys, W's in the chat. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you are a Trump supporter, get in a box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in a box. This is Sparring with Santana. And I need you guys to keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Bad.
Yeah,
Tell me. Which one's better, 1933 Germany or 2025 the United States
Well,
of America?
I don't know. My research on 1933 is they were under the banking system, the usury system, and everything else
The
going on
usury
there.
system?
Well, if you don't know, I suggest you search it and look it up after our conversation. But
No, I can look it up right now.
all right,
The
the
usury
banking
system. How do you spell usury?
USURY.
USURY system.
Yep.
The usury system. Hold on a second. The usury system is a set of laws that limit interest rates that lenders can charge on loans. Usury laws are primarily enforced by states, but not federal laws also apply. So, okay, what was the point of bringing up the usury system?
Okay, because the usury system allowed the banking systems, the Federal Reserve banks, and if you look at any country in the world, they're all basically crown colonies or British colonies. That's why if you look up like 1948, the Balfour Declaration, they created the state of Israel, which they
Right. I
gave
mean,
to,
we do
they
understand
gave,
that Great Britain has colonized most of the world. I'm not exactly sure where you're going with that point.
Okay, well, the reason for Germany's war was because Germany created their own banking system because they took their usury system, took the homes, the
I'm pretty
property,
the reason for their
children.
war was because Hitler wanted more power, land, and also wanted to actually unalive Jewish people. So I think that's what it was about.
The Jews were overpricing on
Jewish
taxes
people.
on everything.
Jewish people.
Well, the fake white European Zionist Jews that stole the identity of the real Jews, you black people.
Yeah, I
And
don't want
those
to talk
from the
about
Middle
black
East.
Israelites. I'm not going to do this black Israelite thing. Just Jewish people.
All
Just
right,
as an
Jewish people.
FYI.
Okay, but they stole people's homes because they couldn't pay the taxes that they owed on the money that was loaned out. They took their lands, they took their crops.
So you think that quote unquote the banking system and what Jewish people did actually made it okay for Hitler to want to actually unalive Jewish people at the amount that he actually did? You think that was a reason for or justification for the H costs?
No, Germany created their own banking system to stop this stuff and expel them from their country. Because if you look back in history, Jews been kicked out of every single country in the world.
Jewish people, bad. Seriously.
They've been kicked out of every country in the world multiple times. Look it up.
That's not true. That is absolutely not true.
Look it up.
Holy smokes.
Look it up.
Bad. Okay. With that being said, let's bring this forward because you're like going down a like a rabbit hole. Real quick, Gerald, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second. Quite simply put, there are similar correlations between 1933 Germany and 2025 the United States of America, including the actual Nazis invading the government. You seem like you might know a little bit about 1933 Germany. Are you okay with those same type of people that ran Germany running the United States government today? Bad?
I'm sorry, what happened? I thought you were talking to the other dude, man.
No. I was just checking to make sure that he was a Trump supporter. I said, I said, you seem like you know a little bit about 1933 Germany. So understanding that the Schnazis were actually the ones running that actual government, are you okay with those same type of people running the United States government in 2025? Because there is a ton of white nationalists and Nazis that have completely infiltrated our United States and also our governmental system.
Okay, look, the thing is with that is those people are dead and gone, or they're so old that nobody even talks about them. But the fact of the matter that Trump is bringing back the gold standard, that's why he's calling it a golden age, is because
Trump is calling it a golden age because he's referencing the Gilded Age. Do you know what the Gilded Age is?
no, he's bringing back the gold
No.
standard.
Do you know what the
Gilded?
No. Do you know what the Gilded Age is?
Do you know what it is?
Yes, I absolutely
right,
do.
then
I
tell
even
me.
gave you the
School.
point of reference. That's why I brought it up. But do you know what the Gilded Age is?
Yeah, obviously I don't, because
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know what the hell
The
you're
Gilded
talking
Age
about.
was a point of time. That's why he keeps talking about making America quote unquote great again. Let me get the actual time frame for you. The time frame is the 19th century, but basically what it refers to is a point in time in the United States history where basically the rich, the top of American society was richer than everyone else, and the actual resources, wealth, power, everything was concentrated to the upper class of American society. This was pre the strengthening of the middle class, and it was a time where basically there was a massive wealth gap disparity. And so when he keeps talking about the golden age, that's just a twist on the Gilded Age. That's another reason why he's placed so many billionaires in power. That's why he's signed multiple executive orders that is pro corporation, pro wealthy people, is because he's actually looking to make that shift to actually put more money in pockets of people that already have money.
And what years were those again? What years?
Let me hold on a second here. It's the 19th century. I'm trying to find the actual.
Okay, now if you look back at history when you went to school, they used to talk about the 1800s, the cowboys and Indians riding the horses, and they got TV shows about, you know, fires at night because buildings weren't made like that. But then if you look at old world technology in Tartaria, you'll see that they had this technology. We've been Great Reset, bro. Us as Americans, we've been Great Reset before, and they're gonna do it again, but they can't do it because Trump's gonna stop them.
Just FYI, it's listed the Gilded Age is from the 1870s to the early 1900s.
Okay, that's when America was great, because we declared
how is America great when it's not great for everyone? So it's okay that during this time, the 1870s to the 1900s, it wasn't great for people that look like me. It wasn't great for women.
Okay,
so
you know why?
How is America great?
You know why?
I mean, if it was absolutely great if you were a Christian whitey man with land.
Okay, look at the policies and legislation of the Democratic Party in the terms and conditions, along with the definitions of the words they use in a court of law. They are not the same as the words we use. They are using maritime contracts. They are using maritime contracts to repossess ships, which you black people were the ships. They are perverting the language and the law to enslave you people. That's what it was. And their playbook is the same right now.
But again, all right, well, if you're saying that's the same as it was then to now, how can that actually mean that America was great then? If you're openly admitting that black and brown bodies were actually currency and they were using the law to actually keep black people enslaved, how can you say that was a great time? And then how can you say that's exactly what's they're trying to do right now and you're good with it? That makes no sense.
I didn't say I'm good with it, but in 1776, we as Americans, we declared our independence from Great Britain and England, the Vatican, the Holy Roman Empire, everybody, the whole cabal. We declared our independence from them. What did they do? They came back for the war of 1812, destroyed our original 13th Amendment that kept bar attorneys out of courtrooms. And then they did legislation on 14th Amendment citizens. They came up with a man out of the house rule. They came back with a 94 Cotton Bill.
Hold on, Bad. You got to slow down for me because one, you're shotgunning. Two, 3. Let me read this off. Hold on. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $2 donation. I got the actual link that you sent me. I'm gonna check that out, Jesse. Also, W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent another dollar donation saying, yeah, I got it. Jesse, are you in the Discord? Are you in the Discord? I would think that you are. We need to put that into the Discord. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation, Jesse. W's in the chat for Jesse, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Guys, let's knock out the daily gift goal. It's the little 1 coin TikToks. It helps boost the live. So if we can knock those out, that would definitely help boost the live. And also, let's tap the screen. We're almost at 100,000 likes. Keep tapping the screen. Let's get the shares up to 500 shares. Bad, you got to give me a second. Gerald.
Yes, sir.
1933 Germany, 2025 United States of America. Which one's better?
2025 USA.
Why? Because they seem like the same to me.
Well, more or less. But I think you could say that that era was worse.
How so?
Well, wait, can I say, should I say G side?
Yeah, G side.
Okay.
G side, snot seas, mustache man, unalive.
Okay. Like right now, there's not 6 million Jewish people being G-sided.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But it didn't in 1933. There wasn't 6 million Jewish people being G-sided either. Ooh, gotcha.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick, Santana?
Hold on 1 second, back, because I need a whole breath before I can actually talk to you.
Yeah,
1 second. Go ahead, Gerald.
I do want to respect your live and everything. So if you want to get through your conversation with Bad and just get back to me whenever you're done, like that's perfect.
No. I need a second. I need a second with him because he is he's something else.
Bad. If I can just address something you said, you people was kind of insane,
right?
No,
there's a lot. There's a lot that he said that was kind of insane. W's in the chat for Deanna. Deanna sent a $20 donation to say, keep up the great work. Deanna, you are so incredibly kind. Thank you so much for that donation. You are absolutely amazing. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. And if you are friendly and you want to actually add a message, I will read your message off as well. So please consider donating. Gerald, keep it simple for me. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Keeping transgender individuals out of women's sports.
Transphobia. It's always the transphobia. Is there anything else besides being transphobic that made you vote for Jimothy?
Well,
no. Okay, so it's just the transphobia. Got it. Jeez Louise. You know what? The crazy thing is, I have never seen a group of people hyperfixate on a set topic of such a small population of people who are just trying to live their lives. I mean, the transphobia is blowing my freaking mind, and I don't get it. Why are you so scared of people that just want to be who they are? Why?
Can I answer that?
No, Bad.
All right.
Well, I know that there is only 11 trans individuals in the NCAA, but I just think that's 11 too many.
Why? Why does it bother you so much? Why? Genuinely, why does transgender people bother you so much? What do they have to do with you and your everyday life?
Just don't really like seeing it.
Do you like seeing kids being unalive at school?
No, of course not.
Do you like seeing women unalive in their car outside of hospitals?
All right, Santana, I can't keep up this stupid transphobic act. I just needed to see how you would run that argument.
I have no interest in seeing how an argument is ran. Like, if you're a troll, fuck off. But also, if you're just using transgender people as a talking point to actually figure out how you run an argument, like that is slimy shit.
Hold on, that's your choice though. That's your choice as a man.
Am I talking to you yet? Did I yank your chain? I wasn't talking to you.
Go ahead, defend the facts, bro. Go ahead. Do what you do.
So what I am gonna say is the simple fact of the matter is that anyone trying to actually talk about transgender people just as a talking point is disgusting. For anyone that's trying to politicize this is absolutely disgusting. The simple fact of the matter is these are people that are trying to live their lives. This has nothing to do with you. This does not affect your life. Leave people the fuck alone and let them live their lives. They just want to live their life. Who gives a shit what you think? No one cares. I'm sorry. I don't care what you think about other people. No one is beholden to you. Who gives a shit what you think? You're not important. You're so insignificant to think that you can actually like force your thoughts or beliefs on someone else. Why? Why should anyone give a damn about what you think? Fuck out of here.
It actually goes deeper than that, bro.
Let's reset. Let's level set because I need a moment. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Can we get the likes up to 150,000 likes? Can we keep doing all the wonderful things? I'm going to reset the daily gift goal, right? And I'm resetting the gift goal, and I need you guys to knock this out if you could, right? We need to actually make sure that we protect the live and we are able to have these debates. So please, please, please make sure we're doing all the wonderful things to actually protect the lives. So I just reset the daily gift goal. I did all that. Guys, W's in the chat for Peyton. Peyton sent a $10 donation saying, Santana, I promise I wasn't using that as a talking point. I just want to know how to combat the argument when I hear it all the time. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean any disrespect. Peyton. Okay. I hear you, but quite literally, you could have actually, you could have jumped in my Discord. You could have came on late nights. I had a whole week dedicated to the queer community where we educated people on the queer community. There are plenty of queer people. There's plenty transgender men and transgender women that are a part of my community. You could have used that opportunity to actually speak to them. Like, I'm sorry, but using that as a talking point just to see how to actually debate that talking point, that's disgusting. Like, don't do that. Be better. Talk to a transgender person. Have a conversation with the real person and find out more about them. And if you're smart enough to debate, then you'll figure out the talking points after you actually get to know the people. Worry about the people, not the talking points. That's stupid.
Yeah, I do that with them. I got people like that in my family and in my community, man, and it's all right. If somebody was born the wrong gender, that's fine. Doctors, clergymen, shrinks, psychiatrists, they get it wrong sometimes. They look at a baby's wrist and chin, and then they make the decision whether it's going to look like a boy more than a girl and a girl more than a boy. It's a birth defect. They call it intersex now, okay? But that's like redheads. That's like midgets. That's like Siamese twins. Okay, there's two genders in the world, male and female,
What?
and then you got your exception of
Bro, what are you talking about,
birth
man?
defects, hermaphroditism, basically.
Angry black man. Why do you support Donald Trump as an angry black man?
For one, man, I'm a man of God first.
So you believe in Jeebus?
Yep.
In the Bible book?
Yep.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
I am a Christian, and so when I voted with that in my mind. I couldn't vote for a party that's for AB, gay rights, open borders, inflating the country. I just couldn't vote for the Democrats. Then I don't know the history. I know who freed the slaves. The KKK was created by the Democrats. It's just wow, huh?
Triple K.
Say that again, bro.
Triple K.
Triple K. Okay, all right, my bad. But yeah, so and then I see what Trump did once he got in office. I like everything that he did so far, as
do?
designated cartels as terrorist groups.
Wait. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You said you like everything that he's done thus far.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you like the fact that he's actually stripped away different legislations and laws, actually reducing the right for people to actually get fair jobs, or the I'm all throwing off the right for people to actually be able to seek employment without discrimination?
DEI?
No, that's first of all, that's not DEI, but he actually overturned a 60-year law that basically says that employers cannot discriminate against you for being a different race, for being a set sex, for being a certain religion. So now, with his executive orders, if you're going in to get a job and the person looking at you is like, we got enough black people, I don't want any more black people, they can do that. They can literally say that to you and it's all good.
I mean, quietly, I feel like that's been going on, honestly. I don't think it'll be something new.
Well, there's a huge difference between quote unquote quietly doing it and actually being openly able to do it. Donald Trump has made it okay for people to openly discriminate. You guys like to talk about DEI, which I don't think you really understand what DEI is, but you guys like to talk about DEI. But Donald Trump has not only stripped away the DEI programs, Donald Trump is making it okay to be hateful towards other people and actually discriminate against said people.
You're taking that way out of context.
Yeah,
that's not. I'm absolutely not
possibility.
taking that out of context. I'm telling you, it's a law that was overturned, and now if someone actually does that, then they're not sued. They're not held to a certain standard.
So because of this, do you feel like black people going to start losing jobs? We not going to get jobs? You think this is going to affect us so bad? Like, what you think this is an attack on black people?
For me, no, I don't think it's an attack on black people. I think it's an attack on all people. I think it's an attack on anyone who's not wealthy. I think the simple fact of the matter is
they don't have jobs, brother.
Who don't
wealthy
have jobs?
People, most wealthy people don't have working jobs, 9 to 5s.
What do you consider a job?
A 9 to 5.
So only a 9 to 5 is a job.
I mean, yeah, it's a job. I mean, you got owners, you got different positions within the job.
Hold on 1 second. So you don't consider, you said a 9 to 5. So you don't consider, let's run through this thought process. You like sports?
Yeah.
You like basketball?
Yeah, that's a career. Yeah.
You like LeBron James?
I like his NBA career.
Okay, so do you think LeBron's job is being an NBA player?
LeBron is a business by itself. He's a household name.
Do you think that him or even Bronny or even what's the third Antetokounmpo? Whatever, like the not good one. You don't think that the people in the NBA that they have a job? Welcome in, Harry Raid. What do you consider a job? Because you're saying that if it's not a 9 to 5, then it's not a job.
Okay, a job to me,
Thanos,
the middle class is the middle class, right?
So
the
only the
working
middle class
of America.
So only the working class has a job.
The working class have a job.
The simple fact of the matter is, for you to say that it's 9 to 5, that is absolutely insane, because there's people that work outside of those parameters. There's people that work in like the schmex industry. That's a job. There's people that work in the film industry. That's a job. Like, all of that is absolutely asinine. Real quick, give me a second, because we got more people in here. Guys, what up? Welcome in, Harry Ray. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Let's get the shares up as well. Welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. I will fatten up all this around your eye. We got Angry Black Man up here. We got Bad up here, and I am sparring with both of them. Guys, if you are a friendly, please do not request up. I am not talking to friendlies, but if you are a friendly, you can donate. W's in the chat for Linda. Linda sent a $10 donation, and W's in the chat for Peyton. Peyton sent a $1 donation. No worries, Peyton. DM me. I would love to talk to you on the side. We can flesh all this out. But guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. So if you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. With that being said, back to you, Angry Black Man. We know for a fact that it's more than just a 9 to 5 as far as having a job. When you talk about the wealthy class, even if you're a business owner or you're wealthy, you still have a quote unquote job, whether it's a career or a job like it, that doesn't meet the parameters of what you're saying.
Listen, bro, we can dwell on something small.
No, the simple fact of the matter is
a job. Okay. LeBron James, that is a career. They is a household name. The NBA can never be discriminated against.
Wait, so but the thing that I'm trying to get back to the basics of is that people in general, Donald Trump is actually writing executive orders that's hurting the everyday person, including black people, not just black people, but everyone. Him overturning those laws are hurting multiple people, just like him overturning quote unquote DEI. It hurts everyone.
It's right there. So okay, we keep talking about propaganda and what if. He haven't hurted anybody yet. He haven't hurted not one America yet, and he didn't do it the first 40 years.
Literally has hurt multiple people.
How? When?
Excuse me. He's already started to conduct certain raids, and he's already targeting
against illegals.
First of all, they're undocumented immigrants.
No, they
second
illegal.
Of all,
call them what they are.
No.
Call them what
Angry
they
Black
are,
man,
bro.
You're gonna watch your mouth.
Right? No, you're
on my live. So while you're on my live, you're gonna watch your mouth. All right. Show some respect and watch your mouth, little man. Show some respect and watch your mouth. That's what you need to do. So like I said, with those undocumented people, you have United States citizens. You have United States citizens.
Illegal.
You have United States citizens whose rights have been infringed on. You have people who are United States citizens, and Donald Trump is targeting them as well. That's my point.
When?
Anyone that was born in the United States has citizenship. He is quite literally saying that Donald Trump said that he gave the initiative that it's okay to actually infiltrate churches and schools. Are you okay with them raiding churches and schools?
Yeah, keeping the family.
So listen, as an American, as an American, if I break the law,
are you no? Before you go down that path, are you okay with them raiding churches? You said you are a man of God.
Yes,
you said you're a man of God.
Yes, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm perfectly
and you are okay as a man of God. You're okay with them raiding churches.
I'm fine with them cleaning up this country from illegal immigrants. That's here illegally,
immigrants
soaking up my tax money. Yes.
How? Do you know how much taxes that undocumented immigrants pay and they don't get anything back? What are you talking about?
Bro, we just spent billions on them.
How?
What did we get back?
Where do we spend billions on undocumented immigrants?
Moving them, flying them here.
That is not true. Give me a source.
Bro, New York. Go look up New York, bro. Sanctuary City in the United States is housing them. That's cost money, bro.
Give me a specific. First of all, First of all, when you talk about
Chicago,
state
New
level,
York.
when you talk about state level initiatives, that's state level. That's not federal. And unless you're in that city, doesn't
Who are
apply.
paying for them?
If it doesn't,
We
if
not
it
paying
doesn't
for them?
apply, let it
We're
fly.
not paying for them with our tax money. That's what you telling me.
If you're
We
talking
not paying
about
for them. Say
state
it, bro.
level initiatives, no, you
We're
do not.
not
Do
paying
you?
for them,
Cool. Do you live in New York?
bro. You out your head.
Do
homie.
you
I
live
pay
in New York?
taxes. I pay taxes
Yes
in the
or
United
no?
States of America.
Do you
I
live
pay
in New York?
taxes.
I did
I
not
pay
ask.
taxes.
Did you pay taxes? I
It
said,
don't
do you
matter
live
where
in?
I
Okay.
live at,
So
bro.
this is what I need you to do, right? This is what I need you to do. I need you to be quiet for a moment. W's in the chat for Kimmy. Kimmy sent a $5 donation saying, "Love you, Santana. Keep cooking these MAGA fools. You know it, Kimmy. You know how I do." W's in the chat for Emily. Emily sent a $20 donation saying, "Thank you for what you're doing." Emily, thank you so much for your donation. You are so kind. I appreciate you so much. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. So if you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please, please, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. With that being said, keep tapping the screen, guys. We're almost at 200,000 likes. Also, we are dual streaming. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. So if you're not following me, make sure you're following me, not only here on TikTok, but follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. And if you haven't sent your daily heart me, go ahead and send that. It's only one coin that helps boost the live. Do all the wonderful things to help protect the live. This is Sparring with Santana. So if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Get in the box. We are only talking to Trump supporters. All right. Angry Black Man. Do you live in New York?
Bro, you asking
It's a simple
irrelevant questions. No,
it's a simple question. No,
it's
because
irrelevant. No,
it's very relevant, because the simple fact of the matter is state-led initiatives are not paid by your federal tax dollars. Now, if there's certain situations like let's say FEMA, yeah, your actual tax dollar goes into those type of situations. But surprise, surprise, Donald Trump wants to get rid of those type of things as well. Donald Trump wants to get rid of all federal level of protections. Let me ask you a question, serious question, Angry Black Man. Which state do you live in? I don't want you to dox yourself, just the state. So not the city, just the state.
I stay in Detroit.
You stay in Detroit. Cool. All right, so you're in Detroit.
Yeah.
So let's say that Detroit is hit with a blizzard, right? You guys get snow, right? Let's say you're hit with a massive blizzard, like a once in a lifetime, once in a generation type blizzard that cause massive power outages, cause massive freezing and down power lines and trees and things along those lines. Do you think that it should be only on the state to help take care of getting the state back up and running? Or do you think that there's a need for the federal government to step in and utilize all of those resources to help the state?
I think this country should do what it takes. So if the feds need to step in, they should step in.
I agree. I completely agree. But Donald Trump doesn't agree. And that's the point, right? You said that you agree with all of his initiatives, but he is quite literally trying to strip away multiple things, including talking about getting rid of FEMA, which helps support the entire country.
So do you know why he's doing that, bro?
Yes, because he doesn't understand how the governmental systems works, and he wants to actually dismantle the entire government. W's in the chat for Joseph. Joseph sent a $10 donation saying these guys make. Yeah, they do. W's in the chat for Joseph. W's in the chat for Crystal. Crystal sent a $1 donation saying, "I love you calling out everyone on their BS. You know I will. Thank you so much, guys." Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. Go ahead, Angry Black Man.
So I forgot what the fuck I was about to say, but
you were saying that, do I know why he wants to actually dismantle these different industries?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah. So his plan is to shrink the government, right?
Shrink the government.
Yeah. So do you feel like
How?
the government been having your best interests in mind up until Trump?
No, but I do think that there's certain factors of the government that is here to protect the United States citizens, including the FDA, including the CDC, including all of those types of industries that's supposed to protect us.
We got the worst food system down there in the world out of bro, like FDA, Like that's what you talking about, Red 40. You talking about the stuff that we eat. You think they've been protecting us, bro?
You know
Like
what's
I
wild?
don't get
I'm having like major deja vu right now. This is wild. This is wild. I absolutely hate deja vu. Listen, yeah, no, the FDA does more than quote unquote talk about red 40. Quite simply put, Donald Trump has limited these governmental agencies from communicating any type of actual issues that are occurring. Hey, do you know what bird flu is?
Yeah.
Do you know that Donald Trump has restricted the CDC from actually being able to put out any information? So if we start to have an outbreak of bird flu within the United States, the CDC can't say shh about it, and it can spread like wildfire. Did you know that if there's a recall on meat, if there's an Ebola recall on meat, they can't say anything about it? The FDA, like any type of recall, they can't say anything because
That
Donald
makes
Trump
no
is silencing
sense.
them.
That make no sense. What EO is that?
It's
what
the
is that?
actual initiative that Donald Trump. Give me 1 second. He
Yeah,
actually
let me
sent
look
out.
that up because that's crazy. That don't even make sense.
It's not only the CDC. Hold on 1 second. Let me find
Yeah,
it.
that's crazy. And then y'all mad in the comments because I said illegal immigrants.
Yeah, again, so let me just hold on. Let me take a step back. Hold on. Let me take a step back and explain to you why people are bothered by it. It's dehumanization, right? I mean, I get the sentiment behind what you're trying to say, but the simple fact of the matter is they're people, right? And the people, like,
Is a felony felon. If I catch a felony today and I
yes,
get
you have a felony, you're not a quote unquote felon. Like
that's what they call them in America though, bro.
Okay.
Like they've been doing it for years. They've been calling these things this. Y'all trying to change the narrative. The Democrats is trying to change the narrative. They want us to live in a society.
Just because people want us to be better doesn't mean that's a bad thing. The simple fact of the matter is, excuse me, when you know better, you do better. They used to call angry black man. You know they used to call us colored.
Yeah.
You know before they used to call us that color. They call us Negroes. They call us the N-word. And quite simply put, when you know better, you do better, right? And that's the simple fact of the matter. Just an FYI, you can find this, and then I want to read these off. There's an AP article speaking specifically to it. Trump administration freezes many health agencies reporting an online post, and this talks about how Donald Trump sent out a memo. There was a memo attained from the acting secretary of the United States Department of Health and Human Services, Dorothy Fink, who told agency staff leaders Tuesday that an immediate pause had been ordered, among other things, regulations, guidance, announcements, press conferences, social media posts, and website posts until Donald Trump's confirmation of his actual HHS appointment. That means he's saying that there's a pause until February the 1st, no more communication, but the memo is noted for that, but they're waiting for the confirmation.
That's
so that
because
means
the system is broken, bro.
No,
He's
like
fixing
that's
it.
So are you saying that, we shouldn't have,
bro.
Are you saying that we shouldn't have the actual right to be able to, I mean, not the right, we shouldn't have the knowledge? You think that bird flu, would wait for someone to be confirmed? How asinine is that? That's why you have people that's in acting positions.
Bro, what was that date? You said February 1st?
Yeah, it's the pause is in effect through February the 1st. That's
okay.
What he's saying.
So as a business owner, if you bought a new business, you come in, you gotta put things on pause to get things in order, bro. This just how things work, bro.
Listen, you're absolutely right. Hold on. You have a point, right? There are certain things that you actually pause, right? If there's a transfer in certain quote unquote businesses, you definitely pause them. You don't pause the United States government. You don't pause communications from the CDC. Like literally, do you think that
something that we would have did?
C19? Do you think C19 actually paused? Did C19 pause or did it spread? I don't listen. If you're trying to put your people in place and you're trying to do all those things, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But if there is a threat to the United States citizens, there should be clear communication on that threat. Not saying that you can't.
America I'm talking to your comment. America
don't
is
talk
a
to
business,
the comments. The comment is no. The United States of America is not a business. It is not a business. That's the dumbest thing that people continue to say. It's not a business. 1 second. W's in the chat for Beauty. Beauty sent a $1 donation saying, "Tell angry black man Olive says he's a loser." W's in the chat for Beauty. W's in the chat for Kyra. Kyra sent a $5 donation saying, "Angry black man, more like uneducated black man. Doesn't
Man,
even know
y'all gonna
the,
wake
hold on
up.
one second.
It's gonna get better.
Hold on. And don't take this personally. This is the chat. I mean, I gotta read this off.
I'm learning. I'm new to it. I got you.
W's in the chat for Kyra, who sent a $5 donation, said, angry black man, more like uneducated black man, doesn't even know the difference between illegal immigrants and undocumented immigrants. Minorities need to support minorities. If they'll do it to them, they'll do it to us. Listen, you know it. W's in the chat for Kyra. W's in the chat for Santo, who sent a $1 donation. DM'd you, hit me back. Okay, I'll check the DMs. Thank you for that, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 250,000 likes. Give me 1 second, angry black man. Bad, are you still there? Bad, you turned into a teacup.
No, I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Okay, Bad, you've been patient. What do you want to add?
No, I mean, there's just so much that you guys are off the rails on, man. You guys like use talking points, but you don't dig deep inside the paperwork of it, the reasoning behind it. You guys just always like, oh, Orange Man bad, nobody's above the law.
What okay, give us an example. Bad. Welcome in, Doug Raid. What up, Doug Raid? Welcome in, baby. Give us a specific Fax as well. Welcome in, Fax Raid. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Fax Raid. Welcome in, Doug Raid. I'm sorry I missed both of you guys. Welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. Tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things, knock out the high bears. Follow me on all my apps, and also Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You can send a message if you're friendly. I'm sorry, Bad. Tell us what we're missing specifically.
Dude, just you were all over the place with that, brother, man. So it's like, well, I don't even know where to even start with you guys. We've been bankrupted so many times. We've been trillions of dollars in debt so many times. We've had issues with.
I just decided I don't want to do that. Honestly, I didn't feel like pulling out my tinfoil hat and talking to Bad. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is not Late Nights with Santana. This is Sparring with Santana. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Get in the box if you are a Trump supporter. If you are a friendly, tap the screen. Do all the wonderful things. Let's keep the likes moving. Do all the wonderful things. We have Angry Black Man up here. And we are going through a whole different conversation. Keith, are you a Trump supporter?
Now I am.
You said now you are?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna get into the holy fuck. Well, first, let me read this off. I'm sorry. W's in the chat for Soup. Soup sent a $1 donation saying Mississippi House Bill 1484 slave catcher bill. I'm gonna have to look that up. Thank you for the $1 donation. W's in the chat for Crystal. Please read your DMs when you have a chance. Yeah, I absolutely will. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Leah. Leah sent a $5 donation. Said guess makes Detroit look bad. I promise there are a lot of us here in Michigan who are respectful and capable of critical thinking. Hopefully we can grow from this and educate himself. Thanks for putting in the work. With the decline of the education, we need people like you. Listen, Leah, thank you so much for the donation and your kind words. I really hope that, you know, my message, if it doesn't resonate with the people that I'm talking to specifically, then it resonates with someone. And with that being said, massive, insane amounts of W's in the chat for Rihanna. Holy fuck. It's spelled Reanna. Rihanna. Thank you so much for the $100 donation, saying thank you for advocating for us as black men, and thank you for advocating as a black man for women and POCs and calling out these MAGA cultists. I messaged the live chat about being a mod since I'm a regular, but your mods said stop spamming. I only messaged once. I just want you to be aware. Rihanna, thank you so much for that. I know my mods, they work super hard, but if you see either management in the chat, you can shoot her a message, and as a matter of fact, comment on your payment with your username, and I will get it over to management, and she'll reach out to you about being a mod. But thank you so much for the $100 donation. You're absolutely way too kind. Also, W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent a $1 donation, said, if that's the bounty hunter bill, I shared it in the Discord. It's in the breaking news chat. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look at that. Thank you so much, Corey. You're amazing. Thank you. Also, W's in the chat for Sweet Honey, who sent a $3 donation for the bounty hunters get 1K reward. I knew they were going to do. Okay. That's what it is. It's a bounty. I'm going to have to look that up in real time. A bounty hunter reward that they're giving for undocumented immigrants. That's absolutely sick. Anyway, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Guys, thank you for everything that you do. Keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the likes. Let's go ahead and get this thing up to 300,000 likes. Keith, tell me why you support Donald Trump when he has us on a parallel between 1933 Germany and 2025, or on a parallel track as 1933 Germany.
Gotcha. All I could say is, I'm not going to argue about certain things that I know nothing about. I live in New York. I've been a Democrat for like 30 years.
Have you?
And I have.
That's funny.
I'm 52 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And all I could say is, listen, we've tried things the other way for 4 years, and I was with it. I was with everything, Orange Man ban, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I live in New York City, in the thick of it. I'm in the thick of it. My brother got mugged going to work on a train and everything. He works the graveyard shift, got mugged on the train. It just seems like things are out of control. And I'm not saying that everything that this man is doing is right. All I'm saying is, listen, as Americans, it's time to all come together, and let's see what happens after 4 years. And if it doesn't work out, use the power to vote and get him out. That's it. That's all I could say.
Wait, so you want us to vote him out after 4 years?
I appreciate what you're doing.
Hold on, Keith.
Do your thing, and
Keith,
good luck with everything.
Keith,
Yes.
you want us to vote him out after 4 years?
If he doesn't do what he says he's going to do, and if things don't turn around in this country, and people can't start buying houses again and buying cars and lowering their credit card payment, none of that happens, then yes.
Okay,
if
Keith.
people are safer to walk around in New York City, then yes.
Keith, you know, if we have to try to vote Trump out in 4 years, we're in trouble. You do understand that, right?
Why is that?
You don't know why we would be in trouble if we have to try to vote Trump out in 4 years?
Why?
Did you vote for Trump?
Just tell me why.
Hold on.
Yes,
just
I
real
did
quick.
the first time.
Okay, so you voted for him.
Yes, of course.
When? In 2016?
Yes, of course.
Who did you vote for in 2020?
I voted for Joe Biden.
Okay. So with that being said, how many times has Donald Trump been? This is Donald Trump's what term?
What are you talking about? It's his second term starting. What are you?
Okay, so it's his second. It's his second term. Hold on. Okay, cool.
I'm talking to you as a man. I'm not trying to get caught out there.
No. Please. Hold on for a second, Keith. I'm trying to make sure that you know what you're saying. Listen, Linda, listen. I'm trying to make sure you understand what you're saying and why, if we have to vote Trump out in 4 years, it's a bad thing. Keith, this is his second term being president. Keith, come back. You're a teacup. You're a teacup, Keith. Keith, you're a teacup. W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent another $1 donation saying, yep, that's the one. I put it in breaking news earlier. Thank you so much for that, Corey. You're always amazing. Corey's always amazing. Yeah, he ran. So listen, just to keep it simple for anyone and everyone that doesn't know, the reason why it would be a bad thing if we have to vote Trump out in 4 years is quite simply put, Donald Trump would be term limited and he should not be able to actually run for president again. And if he's running for president for a third term, which they've already introduced legislation that would allow a third term as well, we're screwed. Sean, are you a Trump supporter?
I wouldn't say necessarily a Trump supporter. I just wasn't a fan of Kamala.
Okay, so you voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, but So I don't think I necessarily would have voted for him if he wasn't running against Kamala.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, tell me why you thought that Donald Jimothy Trump was a better option for Trump, where you're saying that you would have actually voted for someone else if it wasn't Kamala. That's weird. What do you have against Kamala Harris?
I don't like certain things she did when she was district attorney of California, and I don't like.
Hold on 1 second. Make sure when you actually you're speaking, make sure you don't say any name of any rugs.
Yeah, so my issue is not related to. Well,
is your issue related to gosh, what is it? Something? Did you talk to Dean earlier?
Yeah,
I already heard this. I heard this. Where she, you said that she violated. What did she violate?
People's Brady rights.
Brady rights. Hold on 1 second. Da, 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 da. Brady rights the rights for criminal defendants to receive all evidence that may be favorable to them, including the evidence that could reduce the defendant's potential citizen. Are you referring to the actual the fact that she didn't have DNA testing for the person that was actually
no, that's not my issue.
Okay, because when you were talking to Dean, you said 1,000 people, and you said that you had a source. What's your source?
Washington Post.
Okay.
Crime lab scandal rocked Kamala Harris's term as San Francisco district attorney. Then I have other issues in addition to this issue.
So I am not seeing the Washington Post. Oh, hold on. Crime lab scam, 2019. Okay, so I can't click on this article because it is behind a paywall, and I refuse to actually pay for the Washington Post.
Yeah, but I could briefly summarize it for you.
I don't want to do that because people be lying. So let's do this. I
can find you a source that's not behind a paywall.
Okay, do that. And I'll continue to talk to Angry Black Man because I'm actually interested in going, wait a minute. Even better. What up, Law?
How's it going?
I am good. How are you?
Living the dream.
I know that's right. Guys, W's in the chat for Law. We got my guy Law up here. Guys, you know what that means. Do the wonderful things while Law is up here, because I know for a fact that Law is about to drop some knowledge. So make sure we're gifting Law. Take care of Law. Make sure we're blowing up his gifts, but also he has pay links. Make sure we're hitting up Law's pay links and we're taking care and appreciating Law as much as possible, because he is an amazing person with a vast amount of knowledge, and he dominates every single time. Law, what do you want to say?
Yeah, so this was a allegation that was made about the Brady violation. What happened is there was a crime lab technician that was identified to have who have tampered with evidence, and the allegation was that Kamala Harris didn't, in a timely manner, notify defense attorneys about things that could be potentially brought up at trial. So I think a couple of things that are important here, and I'm public defender, so I certainly have no love for prosecutors in general.
Right.
But the district attorneys are not the ones like in the courtroom actually trying cases. So
I
the
understand
burden would
that.
fall on the individual.
Don't interrupt.
Just let me
Law.
finish,
Let
man.
Ross speak.
I won't take
Sure.
long.
You got it, Law.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I'm switching off Wi-Fi here. So the individual prosecutors are the ones that would have had the duty to notify but I accept that the buck stops with the district attorney. What I'm more interested in is what happened after the fact. Is that her office actually dismissed over 1,000 cases related to this. So the defense attorneys didn't even have to do motions to try to get the case tossed because of Brady violations or evidentiary violations. She actually just dropped the cases herself. So yeah, I'm more interested in how people recover from a screw up than the fact that they screwed up at all.
So that's not a
hold on, because I feel like Law just earned this one. He was going to bring the facts, going to bring the information, going to bring the truth. Sean, what do you have to say?
That's not 100% correct. There's a superior court judge who actually single-handedly scrutinized Kamala Harris for having no Brady policy. And after that, you are correct. She started dismissing cases.
And implemented a policy. Yeah, the judge criticized them for not having a policy previous to that, which goes to the entire history of the office, not just her. And then after this happened, she did implement that policy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't disagree.
So you knew those things, and you knew that there was a recovery of the fact that there was oversight that was missed. And not only did she have an initiative to correct the issue, but also have an initiative to make sure that this doesn't happen again. So it sounds like to me, you've been disingenuous and you've been trying to use this talking point as something that you can actually stick on.
It's not disingenuous, because while I admit she eventually did something, she only did something after getting called out and after being notified of the issue, when originally she tried to fight it.
Okay, cool. So your thought process is she effed up. She basically had her hand slapped, and then she fixed the thing that she had her hand slapped, and then she put something in place to make sure she didn't have that happen again. And so that was enough for you to say, I don't want to support her. I am willing to support a 34 count felon who has been adjudicated for rape, someone who has been openly sexist, racist, that's a fascist, that said that he wants to get rid of the Constitution, that has violated the Constitution in multiple ways. All of that was comparable to you as far as someone who back in, what was it? When was this? 2005?
2010.
This is 2005.
Sorry, you're correct.
2005. So you are willing to say that this that happened in 2005 outweighs all of those other things about Donald Trump?
No, because it's a pattern, because that's not the only thing she did wrong.
Okay, so you're comparing the other things that she did that's a quote unquote pattern.
Yes.
Did you ever look at Donald Trump's patterns?
So
or did you only scrutinize Kamala Harris?
No.
Because if you hold both of them to the same standard, then I can understand that. But it seems like you're only holding one.
I do hold them to the same standard.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100%.
So what's okay? So tell me how you've scrutinized Donald Trump.
I scrutinized Donald Trump in the sense that I don't necessarily agree with the state criminal charge that he was convicted of. Let me rephrase. I don't necessarily agree with the jury instructions.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah,
Sean.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God! Stop fucking lying.
All you got to say is no. You don't hold Donald Trump to the same standard that you hold Kamala Harris to. You listen. You're trying to use it as a talking point, and listen. You don't have to lie to kick it. He's already president. You're already up here talking to me. You don't have to lie.
I'm not lying.
Okay. All right. Tell me what you are scrutinizing Donald Trump to, tell me how you're holding Donald Trump to the same level, the same standard that you're holding Kamala Harris to. And while you get your thoughts together, because you were kind of stammering and stumbling before, so I'm gonna give you a second to collect yourself. Guys, keep tapping the screen. We're almost at 300,000 likes. There's 1.6 thousand of us hanging out here, and we got my guy Law up here. And Law is up here on his own free time. So that means I need you guys to do all the wonderful things. Take care of Law. Let's make sure we're gifting Law, but his pay links are in his bio. Law does some amazing work, including actually having a legal fund to help people who can't afford defense. So make sure you guys are hitting his pay links and donating to Law. He does amazing work, and anything or the amounts that you donate to him go to a lot of great places. So please, please, please take care of Law, because he doesn't have to be up here with us. He's up here for me. He's up here for you. Let's make sure we do all the things. Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually have a question for Law.
No. Answer the question.
No. Okay, that's fine.
Answer the question. You can ask your question afterwards, but you were about to tell me how you hold Donald Trump to the same level and same standard as Kamala Harris. You're about to give specific examples. After you do that, then you can ask Law your question.
Sure.
Bill?
I hold him. Sure, that's fair. I hold him accountable for being civilly charged or not civilly liable of sexually assaulting E. Jean Carroll. I hold him liable for his electoral scheme of rigging trying to rig the 2020 election. I don't agree. I don't
even believe the words that you're saying. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, you stumbled and you stammered through that. You did it was like pulling teeth for you to even try to get that out. You know for a fact that you don't hold him accountable for those things, because if you held him accountable for those things, then great would be a deal breaker. If you held him accountable for trying to overthrow the United States government and the will of the people, you would not have voted for him again. You don't hold him to those same standards. It's okay. I don't even want to hear you lie to me anymore. What question did you have for Law?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
I don't understand what's so funny, to be honest.
You, my guy.
Vice versa, in my opinion.
I hear you. I hear you. Go.
Sure. Do you think that the jury instructions in Trump's case were incorrect in that the jury didn't have to find unanimously on the three different theories of the potential alternate crime to to what would have been a misdemeanor, but could have found him just guilty of one of the three?
Sean, are you pre-law?
No.
So are you self-taught?
No, I went to law school, but
so you're trying to get your rocks off. Got it. Go ahead, Law.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so I don't simply be the elements for falsification of business records in the first degree for 175.10 in New York. The elements are that there was falsification of business records, that it happened in the jurisdiction at a certain time and place, and then the third element is that it's done in furtherance of another crime.
Right.
And Yep. So if you meet those three elements, then the person is guilty. Now, there's nothing in New York state law or New York case law that says there's actually appellate division decisions that go the other way that say they don't have to determine. In fact, there's one decision that says they don't even have to identify what the other crime was, as long as the jury believes that it was done in furtherance of another crime. They don't even have to articulate what the other crime was. So I think just based off of New York precedents, I don't think that the instructions were incorrect.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, Sean, I guess with that being said, keep it funky with me. All right. I know you're just meeting me and you're on TikTok live and there's 1.7 thousand people hanging out. And by the way, thank you guys for being here. We are here with Sparring with Santana. If you're not following me, give me a follow. As a matter of fact, follow me on all of the platforms. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm streaming on all 3 of those right now. Give me a follow. Tap the screen. Get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Also, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. It is the best way to support the live. If you're friendly, you can put a message. I will read it out. Take care of my guy, Law, who is up here dominating. Do all the wonderful things while we're hanging out. I love you. I appreciate you.
It's nerding out. That's all. Corey, I did get the $2. It is the right one, so you did find it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Law, you are awesome. Awesome. Keep tapping the screen. Sean, keep it funky with me. Keep it funky with me. What was it about Kamala Harris? What was it about the black woman? What was it about the black woman? What was it about the black woman that you couldn't get past, and you rather vote for the adjudicated rapist with 34 felonies, who is openly racist, sexist, who has sexualized young children, like it has actually walked in and openly admitted walking in on underage kids while changing, who has said vile things like grabbing women by the P word? What was it about the black woman? Someone said successful black woman, yeah, that you just couldn't get past.
I don't understand why you guys have to bring race into this. It's got nothing to do with her race. She could be white, and I would have the same opinions. She could be white.
You're absolutely right.
Whatever color
okay,
she
cool. So
wants
it's not the. You're right. It's not the black thing. It's the woman thing. Got it. Cool. I just needed to know which one it was, because for some people it's the black thing, for some people it's the woman thing.
Could be
for
a
some
man,
people
and I would have
it's
the same
combination.
It could be a man.
So for you,
and I
it's
would
the
have the
woman
same
thing.
opinion.
We understand. We get it, Sean. We get it. W's in the chat for Wise Yes. Wise Yes sent a $50 donation saying thank you for spreading the truth. Wise Yes, you are so incredibly kind. Thank you so much for that donation, guys. A million W's in the chat for Wise Yes. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the bio. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support live. And guys, take care of Law. I've only heard Law say thank you one time. That makes me feel some type of way. Guys, hit Law's pay links. They're in his bio. As a matter of fact, mods, can we grab Law's pay links and run them in the poll? I need you guys to run it up for Law. I need you guys to show up and show out for Law. Listen, y'all better not embarrass me in front of company. Don't embarrass me in front of company. Do the things. Sean, you were telling me how you don't like women.
I never said that. You said that.
Oh, I mean, that's what I felt like. Okay. You want to give me the real reason why you couldn't vote for her?
I gave you one. You want the rest of them?
No, I want the real reason. I don't want your talking points. I want the real
They're not
reason.
talking points. They're how I feel.
No. Oh, we're going to talk about your fifis. We're going to talk about your feelings and your tum-tum. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Why do you dislike women so much? Go.
I don't have no issues with women.
Who hurt you, Sean?
I have no issues with women.
Are you sure? Because
100% sure.
You literally voted for someone who is harmful to women. You obviously have a issue with women if you are willing to put someone in power that is actively harming women. You have a problem. Whether you actually say it with your chest or if you whisper it under your voice, you have a problem.
Disagree with you.
Okay. Okay. Do not. Cool.
So you don't have a problem with somebody who's a prosecutor who extends nonviolent people's sentences so they could be cheap labor to fight wildfires?
Listen, I am a black man. I am a black man in America. I am a black man in America. Yes, I absolutely have a problem with the justice. Yes, I have a problem with the justice system in America. The justice system is not fair. It is not equal. It is not something that has been proactively beneficial to black people in America. With that being said, I understand the job of a prosecutor. I understand the job of someone who is actually doing the job. And even more so, I understand people fuck up and they actually make up for their fuck ups. The thing that I don't understand is someone who tries to overthrow the will of the people and the government, someone who incited an insurrection, someone who got his supporters to march to the Capitol building, smear shit on the walls, and hang the Confederate flag in the Capitol building. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. That's a deal breaker for me, but obviously it's not for you.
I don't want my taxpayers' dollars to go to extend people's sentences.
Okay, so real quick, on this, there was no extension of sentences. What there was is there was overcrowding in California.
There was
prisons.
extension.
Hey,
lowered the credit.
Hey. Did you not hear Law speaking? Mind your tone. Hold your tongue. Law, I apologize.
Real quick, if he's got some other information, you can feel free to share it, and I'm always happy to learn something.
That's
but
after you finish speaking, though.
Yeah, the accusations that I've heard is that she extended the sentences because of fighting wildfires. What happened was there was overcrowding in all of California's prisons, and there was a case that went up to the California Supreme Court that said that California needed to reduce their prison populations. Now, in a brief on this case, Kamala's AG's office. Now, again, this wasn't her directly, but buck stops at the top. I'm with you there. That one of the arguments that they made is that reducing the prison population would reduce the wildfire workforce. And so she argued that reducing the population would be detrimental. Now, ultimately, the Supreme Court ruled that California's prisons had to be reduced, and all of they let quite a few nonviolent offenders out to keep the space for the violent ones.
All right, Sean. So you see how Law went back on mute after he was done speaking? You may speak.
She did extend certain people's sentences, and the way she did it was typically prior to that ruling, people who were serving in the fire camp would get 2 days credit for every 1 day of fighting the fire. She eventually took it down from 1 to 1, which extended people's sentences because they're not getting the same credit as they would have otherwise.
Right. I have not heard this before. I'll look into that. That's interesting. But just to be fair, that wouldn't be an extension of sentence. It would be a reduction in credit because prosecutors and AGs can't extend a sentence.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, I was just about to say, where can I find that? Because that's interesting. I would like to look over it as well. Would you like to share your source?
Yeah. The one I have up now is how Kamala Harris fought.
Is it the same one that you have behind that same pay link? I mean, the paywall?
No, this is not behind a paywall.
Okay.
How Kamala Harris fought to keep nonviolent prisoners locked up.
Where's that at?
It's prospect.org. There's another one which...
Hold on.
Sure, go ahead.
Prospect.org. Hey, real quick, Law. I'm getting a message to tell you to check your pay links.
Will do. All right. I see Self-Love. Thank you for the Cash App and checking the Venmo. Sorry, I don't keep them up. Oh, I've got a couple. I apologize. Phoenix, thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. Megan for the $5. Thank you so much. Terrified about your rights, and I'm here fighting for them all the time. So I'll share all the information I can to empower people. And then Tanya, thank you for the $15. I really appreciate you. I did find an article regarding this particular thing. So it looks like that there was a bill that would expand good time credits, and that she argued against it using the firefighting workforce. Is that what you're referring to?
That's one of them, and then I think there's a separate one where I think she I think it was someone from her office got it passed that they reduced the credit from 2-to-1 to 1-to-1.
All right. Yeah, I'll look for that one because
Yeah.
this one is very different than the claim, at least this article that I'm seeing, because arguing against an expansion of good time credits, and again, I don't like this, but it's prosecutors being prosecutor. I don't
No, I
think
understand.
that I don't hate the player, I
that
hate the game.
prosecutors being prosecutors.
Also,
yeah, but that's very different than reducing somebody's good time
it
credit.
absolutely is.
Yeah, no, I
And-
agree.
And
I
also,
100%
the American
agree.
Prospect is propaganda. That's not a credible source. That's absolutely not a credible source. And W's in the chat for Corey, who sent a $2 donation saying, "How is this relevant? Kamala isn't in office." Listen, I've said the same thing, Corey. I'm just trying to get to the fact. Honestly, Corey, listen, Corey, I'm gonna talk to you specifically. Corey, listen, Corey. I already know what Corey, you know I know what the deal is, but I'm trying to get Sean to actually nut up and admit and to say it with his whole chest. I'm hoping that he actually gets the chutzpah, the testicular fortitude to say it with his whole chest why he actually voted for Trump over Kamala Harris. He's up here dancing around trying to use talking points. I don't know if he's trying to become a debate bro. I don't know if he's trying to grandstand on something that he heard and he thought that this was be a great thing. We know that he's a dropout law student or whatever, and he's trying to get those rocks off. Maybe he idolizes law and he saw what law was doing on the TikTok and thought that he could do it. I don't know what it is, but Corey, I'm just hoping that he actually says it with his whole chest. I hope he just comes out and admits it. I don't think he will, Corey, because I don't think he's built that way. But Corey, I'm hoping that he does. Anyway, hey, Sean.
Hey.
You want to say something else, buddy?
Yeah, I think it's funny how you just continually bash me for no reason, but
no, I'm bashing you for a really good reason. I'm bashing you because you
realize her
you
policies
support
by doing
I'm
these things
I'm bashing you.
negatively
I'm
impact
bashing
people
you
with your
because
skin
you
color?
support someone that is harmful to so many people, and since being in office has signed multiple executive orders to harm so many people and to release traitors back into the United States population. I'm bashing you because your decision and your support of someone who is actively harming not only us in real time today, but actively harming our future, our environment. Yeah, I'm bashing you because you made a dumbass decision and you're trying to stand on your dumbass decision. And I believe in shame, and I believe we should shame stupid people for doing stupid things. Not saying you're stupid, but you definitely did a stupid thing.
Okay. Fair? You realize some of these policies I'm talking about negatively impacted people of your skin color disproportionately, correct?
Again, you did you miss the part when I say the judicial system negatively actually impacts black people all the time? There's nothing that you're going to be able to tell me when it comes to the actual law. There's nothing you're going to be able to say when it comes to the actual law that I'm going to be like, oh, I am surprised that they did this and it affected black people. Not one thing. You do know that Donald Trump said he wants to institute stop and frisk on a nationwide level, which is super harmful to black people.
I agree with
so
that.
Don't
I
talk
agree
to
with
me
you.
about that. That's come on.
But he also signed the First Step Act.
The First Step Act was passed through. It was a Barack Obama initiative that was not actually passed through because Mitch McConnell didn't want to give him the win. Donald Trump did not want to sign that because he didn't want the quote unquote. Well, not quote unquote. I'll just say he didn't want to be affiliated with something that Barack Obama was doing. He had to be convinced by multiple people that that it was a good thing to actually sign it, and it was not for black people. It was for everyone, but it disproportionately benefited black people because black people are actually incarcerated and targeted at a higher level, and so it helped. It helped overturn those actual sentences. It's not about that. That was not a Donald Trump initiative. He didn't want to do it. He didn't oversee the bill. It wasn't. He signed the bill after all of the work had been done under the Obama. He signed the bill after all of the work was done under the Obama administration. W's in the chat for Ida, who sent a $5 donation saying Sean needs to wake up. Anything that he's saying about former VP Harris isn't a reason not to vote for her. She's following California law. DJT is already sending our country down the drain. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Shirley, who sent the $15 donation. Thank you so much for that. W's in the chat for Corey, who sent a $2 donation saying the sitting president pardoned actual T groups. He's defending them. My neuter dog has more testicular fortitude than Sean. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Kim, who sent a $10 donation saying, please play Why Do You Lying? And I sent Law money. Law, check your Cash App. And also W's in the chat for Cabe. Hi Santana. I said the same thing to Harry earlier, but I wanted to say I really appreciate what you do. I used to really be indoctrinated into MAGA. Thankfully, before I was old enough to vote, but since then I've come around and gotten humbled by one of my history professors in discussion abroad a few years ago. My ballot was blue all the way down in November, which I thought I would never do in a million years. I'm not happy at the results, and I'm nervous, especially for my sister who's a teacher. But at least I can say I tried. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for actually changing your actual thought process. W's in the chat for Phil, who sent a $2 donation. Since Law hasn't seen my message, tell him to stop giving my straight. Wait, hold on. Tell him to stop giving my straight panic. Stop giving my, I don't know what Fel, send me a Discord message. Tell me what you're trying to say. Law, the people are clamoring for you to check your pay links. They're trying to make sure they take care of you.
I thought I did say thank you to Fel, but I do see $2 for giving him straight panic, which I can only assume that okay. I got you. I got you.
Oh yeah.
I assume my presumption is correct. Deanna, thank you for the $20. That's amazing. And Ebony, thank you for the $10. I really appreciate it. Sean, I did have a question for you about the First Step Act. Can you point to any time that Donald Trump actually advocated for it before it passed Congress?
No, but the person who introduced it is now in his cabinet.
Yeah, and at least
Doug Collins.
Yep, at least.
And by the way, Santana, he's the one who introduced it, and he's 100% a Republican.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was a Koch brother initiative. Cory Booker held it, carried it during the Obama administration, and
I agree with that.
I think it's a good bill. I think that giving people the opportunity to do programming. I think our prisons should be reserved for the people that we're afraid of, not the people we're mad at. So the more that we can
get
minimum
people
security
programming camps are a waste of time and a waste of taxpayer money, and probably most people who are in low security facilities as well.
Well, even just regular facilities. I mean, you have so many people who are dealing with substance use issues and things like that that shouldn't be incarcerated for it. So in that vein, it's just I have trouble giving Donald Trump credit for it.
Law, you couldn't
merely
get that
for
one
signing
out.
it. Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, credit for it merely for just signing it. I mean, it wasn't a part of his campaign. He didn't advocate it for it until it was passed through Congress. I never saw anything about him actually like doing anything to get it done.
And that's my point, Law. Like that's my point. And Sean, like, that's my point. You are speaking on talking points. You're speaking on talking points. And again, I am hoping that you actually, say it with your chest. Like I promise you, listen, it's only 1.7 thousand people hanging out with us. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's going to know that you're a misogynist. Nobody's going to know that you actually don't like women. Just go ahead and say it. Just say it.
I got no problem with women.
You absolutely have a problem with women. You do.
I absolutely 100% don't.
Because the simple fact of the matter is, I have laid out the case. Law, you can hold me to it. I've laid out the case that you don't hold the same standard for Donald Trump that you did for Kamala Harris. You have flimsy at best reasons behind why you didn't support Kamala Harris, while at the same time saying that you actually hold Donald Trump to said standards, while excusing those things that he did by still supporting him, and then laid out the case how you are harmful to women by voting for someone who's harmful to women, and the only thing that you can say is nuh-uh. Sean, Just say it with your chest. All you got to do. Listen, Sean, hold on one second. You have a random T as your profile picture. You have 36 followers. Sean, nobody knows who the hell you are. You don't have to lie, Sean. Just go ahead and admit it. I promise you, no
Why
one
would I admit
cares.
to something? I couldn't care less whether people care or not. I don't know any of you. You guys.
Then why are you
have no
lying to yourself, Sean?
Impact on my life.
Admit it, Sean.
Was some idiot?
Tell
on
the truth,
TikTok
Sean.
Who has to grift for money things?
Oh,
I really don't
who's
give a
grifting
shit.
for money? So
I
I'm
really
grifting.
don't care.
I'm grifting. Listen, it's
No,
not a
I mean,
grip.
this is
The
your
reason
job, but-
listen, this is the funny thing, right? Pocket watching is weird. Pocket watching is weird. Secondly, the reason why people donate to myself and people like Law is because we provide a service that you could never. We provide entertainment, education, and information, something that you don't have the ability nor the substance to actually provide. We do something for the people and they actually enjoy it. And so that's why they donate. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 and Laws is running in the poll as well. People say thank you for what we do. Sean, no one appreciates you. That's why you think it's grifting, because if people were actually appreciating you and they sent you anything, then you would be over the moon about it. So stop being a hater and stop pocket watching.
Plenty of money with my job. I don't need to
Hey,
take
Sean.
I don't need to take
Sean.
donations from random people.
Hey,
Thank
Sean.
you very much.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Why are
Oh
you
my
an
God.
idiot?
Stop fucking lying.
Sean, you're a pocket watcher, you're a hater, you're being super weird, you're lying. You've lied about multiple things. Again, the simple fact of the matter is if someone found any value in what you did, if someone found any value in you being on TikTok and they decided to donate to you, then you would happily say thank you just the way that I do. But the
No,
simple
I
fact
would
of the
say
matter
thank
is
you very
the
much. Here's
simple
your money back.
fact of the matter is that no one finds any value in the things that you're doing. So that's why people aren't donating to you. So stop being a hater and stop pocket watching.
No, if somebody
get your chips up.
If someone I mean, I would never solicit a donation ever, but if someone chose to, I would just say, thank you very much. Here's your money back.
Sure you would.
I agree with you. Law provides a service by being a public defender and representing.
So you don't think that I provide a service?
No, you do.
Dude, you are on my platform right now. I am the only reason that you are in here and anyone is hearing the dumb shit that you're saying is because I am allowing it. I am providing a service. I am allowing people to see how easy it is to dunk on uneducated people who have no moral compass and no actual spine. You have no substance and I am dominating you. And Law came in to tag in and slap you around. Quite literally, you have done nothing except stammer back and forth.
Even fucking existed until I told you.
Ooh, and it says I didn't know half the shit that fucking existed, and then I immediately shot it down, and then you was able to actually dominate it. What does that say about the shit that you know? Obviously, you don't know enough, so maybe read a book.
Maybe go to the schools I went to, and then you wouldn't be on TikTok.
Read a book. Which school? The law school that you dropped out of?
I didn't drop out of. I graduated.
Oh, you flunked out. Got it. So it's the law school that you flunked out of. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I graduated magna cum laude. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Anyways, it's really irrelevant.
Absolutely. You have any substance? Do you want to finally admit the reason why you didn't support Kamala Harris? Do you want to admit? I mean, because you said it's not the racism, and I don't think you're a racist, right? I genuinely don't think so. But
no,
I think
I'm not.
It is the sexist. Like, I think that you don't like women, and if all you got to do is admit it, and we can go on about our business. Like, I promise you, this has not needed to take this long. I promise you, it really hasn't. This is on you. The reason why you're being slapped around so much is because you refuse to actually nut up and say it with your chest.
No, I'm telling you why. If you don't accept that, that's your own prerogative.
I mean, listen, you can lie to me, you can lie to the chat. Just don't lie to yourself. That's it. That's the only advice I'll give.
Thanks. I know I'm not lying, so it's irrelevant to me.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
I also don't agree with her stance on Israel. That's negatively directly impacting.
Wait. What's her stance on Israel?
I don't believe in a two-state solution, for one.
Oh, so you're a Zionist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. You quite literally.
What's wrong
to
with me?
double down.
What's wrong
continue to
with me
double down.
believing
So
I have a
you
right
think
to be in my ancestral homeland, you piece of shit?
no. You're the POS. You're the POS. And for you to come up on here and actually say that you are okay with a G-side that's happened in Palestine, where
Really?
the Israeli
So
army
I got a-
is
I got a
targeting
great
multiple
question
people.
for
Nope.
you.
Now you're
I
gonna
got
shut
a
up.
great question.
Now you're gonna shut up. For you to actually say that you're okay with a G-side that's happening and what BB is actually doing is absolutely insane. You keep doubling down on the fuckery that you've been portraying in. Quite literally, no one. You know what? You know what? Fuck off. How about that? How about that? Fuck off.
Can I tell you the real reason why I ain't vote for her?
Go ahead, angry black man.
So the thing, I'm gonna start with AB. A female named Margaret Sager.
A female what? A female donkey? A female fish?
A female YT woman.
Oh, okay. So you mean a woman? You do understand there's a difference between female and a woman, right?
No, can you enlighten me?
When you say female, a female can be anything. That's why I said a female what? A female
okay,
dog?
my bad.
Female,
yeah, a female woman. Yeah,
a woman.
female woman.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
so
can just say
female,
woman. That sounds weird. I've been teaching you how to use words ever since you've been up here.
I got a speech impediment, bro.
I'm not
But
talking about
listen
the
to
way
me.
that you speak. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
actual words that you use. This has nothing to do with your speech impediment.
You talking about female and woman, bro? Can I finish the statement? Okay, can we move past
I'm
that?
just trying to say, be clear. And fuck it, be better. Anyway, finish your sentence. You don't like AB. You think you can control women's bodies. Go ahead. Go.
Okay, so the founder of, can you say Planned Parenthood or PP?
Sure.
Okay.
Are
The
you going to
founder-
call out that she was a racist?
Yup, she was a racist.
What does
she made an article named the Negro Project
wait,
that
why?
everybody can go look up.
So the fact
It
that
was
the fact that you don't like the
control-
founder of Planned Parenthood means that you
He
think
wanted
that
to
women
control
shouldn't
the
have.
black
So wait,
population
hold on,
through
angry black man,
eugenics.
angry black man. So you think that because you, or just because you don't like the founder of Planned Parenthood, you think that women shouldn't have access
I don't
to
like the
healthcare.
idea that it was founded on.
But you,
I don't like the
and
intent of
that makes you believe that women shouldn't have access to healthcare.
Listen, and then you fast forward 50 years.
No.
You got
Answer that
18
question.
million
Answer that
AB
question.
in
Answer
our
that
community.
question.
As a black man, why would you vote for that?
Because
when you
quite
know
literally,
where it came from, you
because
know
quite,
the seed
quite literally,
in which it grew from.
Because
You
quite
know,
literally,
50
white
years
women
later,
get
18
more
million
ABs.
ABs.
White women get more ABs than
And
black
you got
women.
a black
so
woman.
So listen, you're
The
lying.
mascot.
You're lying in the sense that white women
AB.
get more ABs than black women, but that's not even the case. When you talk about ABs, it's not just getting rid of a baby, which I personally think that women should have bodily autonomy.
I
Meaning
ain't talking
they
about
could,
the more real. I'm talking about the intent. I'm talking about the weapons
black
in
man.
place to control
Angry black
our
man.
community, bro.
Angry
Y'all
black man.
enslaved, bro. Y'all
Angry black
misled
man.
and y'all voted
Angry
for the very
black
things
man. Listen, you're
that is
talking over
destroying
me.
you.
Hey, I don't want to mute you, but you're talking over me. Why do you think that women shouldn't have the right to legislate their own body?
I never said that. Never once said that.
For you actually you support women not having access to health care because you don't agree with ABs.
Never once said that.
That's what, okay. Do you think women should have access to ABs?
In certain cases, yeah.
Who are you to dictate what women do with it? Cool. Quick question. Can you name, and law is up here, right? So law can actually fact check you and me. Can you name a law that restricts the rights to men's bodies? Just one law. Name a law for law.
It's two bodies involved in that equation.
Name a law for law that restricts men's body. As a matter of fact, I'll wait.
You asking law or me?
I'm asking you.
No, there's no law that restricts a man. No.
Okay,
But,
with that being said, then why do you want to pass law that restricts women's bodies?
I don't want to do that. I never said that. You putting words in my mouth.
I said, do you support the right for women to
I was
have
giving them the
ABs?
history so they can know.
You think?
And then
I promise
make a
you,
better
there's 2,000
choice.
people in here hanging out. I promise you, there is more people in here that know a lot more than you. I think you think you know things, but your talking points aren't good. They're not.
So what is the reason for AB? Why is you so for
it's healthcare? It's healthcare.
Okay.
Quite
And it
literally.
It shouldn't be controlled.
No.
It shouldn't be
Because
controlled.
no, because I trust women. I trust women. Women aren't just having ABs for the heck of it. It doesn't work that way. Like literally, it's healthcare. Women are unaliving because they can't get access to ABs. Women aren't just throwing away babies.
Women
but
are
yet you guys,
unaliving because they can't get access.
yes. Do you know what? Do you know that the fact of the matter is that more women have unalive due to a lack of access to healthcare since the overturning of Roe since before.
Yeah, because society got worse.
How did society get worse?
Responsibility.
How does society get worse?
Go back to the old days.
Get worse?
Get married first. Change.
Wait, okay, so you think okay, cool. What about men? Do you think that there should be mandatory vasectomies on men?
No, but I think they should have say so in the AB.
Wait, so you okay, cool. Let me ask you this question
real quick.
Go ahead, Law.
Men do have a say so. They have a say so when they decide to unzip their pants and have sex with a pro-life or pro-choice woman.
You took it from me, Law. Holy smokes, hold on. Be quiet. Be quiet. W's in the chat for Law for being a mind reader. Law.
That's my core argument. So I apologize. I didn't mean to drink your milkshake there. I do have two thank yous real quick, and then we can get back into it. Kim, thank you very much for the $10. And then Holland, my sister-in-law, $150.
Hey,
so Holland,
W's in the chat
Holland,
for Holland.
I hope you're still here. Thank you so much. Holland's always been a great supporter. She's helped me help so many people. So Holland, I hope you are still here. If not, I'll send you a message, and I appreciate that. So Angry Black Man, I understand that you have a moral objection to abortion, and that's fine. I think you can have whatever moral stances. What is the government's interest in regulating it?
I mean, listen, man, they regulate everything else. That's why I asked you, do you think it should be controlled or not? You say no. You think they should have as many abortions as they want. It don't matter the situation, the narrative, nothing. I mean, everything in life is regulated. I guess when it comes to women, though, you can't tell them nothing. Fuck, I don't know.
So you just want to control women. Like that's your point.
Regulate women. Yeah,
wait, you just want to wait. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Regulate women.
You just want to control women.
No, hell no.
That's what you just.
I love women. I don't control women.
You know what? You haven't gotten one of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you.
We can ask the one in here. Do I control?
Why you always lying? Oh my God! Stop fucking lying.
You absolutely want to control and regulate women. You just gave.
I think they should. I think black women need more accountability, bro. Like.
What? Okay, no. Go back to Law's point, because I was getting ready to make that point. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it. Right? I'm gonna read these off. I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it, because I want you to tell me. Why is it that the accountability doesn't lie with the men? Because quite simply put, if the men don't splooge, then there's no baby.
Take two.
So no. It quite simply zip it, keep it in your pants. How about that? Anyway, you think about that. Let me read these off, guys. W's in the chat for Allison said, can you please get Angry Black Men to stop talking about women's bodies, because I'm sure he has no clue about that ish. Anyway, Angry Black Man who voted against his own interests and by supporting Dumpy Pants, who's a freaking racist, yet justifies voting for a moron because he doesn't agree with Planned Parenthood founders, FAO, or FOH. Absolutely.
So how
Guys,
y'all
W's
feel
in the
about
chat. Hold on, you got to
Hunter?
give me a second. W's in the chat for Angela, who sent a $2 donation, said, if no ABs, who's taking care of all these babies? Absolutely, because you know what? They're not pro-life, they're pro-birth. That's the thing. W's in the chat for Kathy, who sent a $25 donation to say, I watch late nights a lot, catching sparring for the first time. I love that you do both. Listen, Kathy, welcome in. Yes, sparring is completely different than late nights. It's a completely different vibe. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that, guys. W's in the chat for Roxy, who sent a $1 donation and said, Roxy, yeah, if my mod said that, then that sounds like accurate. I trust my mods. Please respect the mods. Also, W's in the chat for Corey, who sent a $1 donation for the grift. Corey, thank you for sending a $1 donation for the grift. That means a lot to me. Also, W's in the chat for Gene, who sent a $1 donation. Said the guest is mad because he gets no buns with winter. That's mean. That's mean, Gene. Guys, W's in the chat for everyone. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please, please, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. My guy Law is up here hanging out. Make sure that we're hitting his gifts, because I would love to see Law walk away with just a staggering amount of gifts. So make sure we're taking care of Law, but make sure we're hitting his pay links, because his pay links are in the bio. They're in the poll, and Law is up here for you. He's up here for me. He's doing all those wonderful things. W's in the chat for Angela. Sent an extra $5 from an uncontrollable woman. W's in the chat for Angela, who sent a $5 from an uncontrollable woman. I know that's right.
I love that.
Exactly. W's in the chat for Nika, who sent a $15 donation saying, appreciate you. Drop this duds on, drop the dubs on Liam later. Yeah, you know, I might. W's in the chat for Kim, who sent a $1 donation. The GOP is small government. That's why they're all up in our, you know that. Guys, continue to do all the wonderful things. Angry. Oh, one last thing. If you're friendly, get out of the request. We're not talking to friendlies. This is not late nights with Santana. This is sparring with Santana. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is not late nights with Santana. We are not talking to friendlies. Angry Black Man, can you tell me why you don't put the onus on men? Because quite simply put, if they kept it in their pants.
Man, I blame both of us. I don't point the finger. Like,
that makes no sense, because I've heard you talk. I heard you've been saying uncontrollable women, but you never said uncontrollable men.
We both out of control right now. We both ain't, like, that's another story.
Are you speaking French?
I'm talking about we. I'm talking about black men and black women, bro. No,
so it's only black people.
Yes, it's too many single households, whether it's father or the mother. It's too much going on, bro. So I ain't putting the blame on nobody. But at the end of the day, I do understand ABs in certain situations. I didn't never say I was against it. Lord, I wanted to ask your input on the Hunter, Biden, and Fauci pardon. Is that corruption or not? You a lawyer?
Oh my God. Corruption?
Is that he pardoned people that Fauci didn't even get charged?
Hold on. So let me make sure, because I've been doing this to you this entire time you've been up here. Use the correct words, because you heard Law just immediately hit the word that you said, corruption. Maybe try a different word, because corruption's not word. I don't think that word means what you think it means, friend.
No, I meant what I said.
Okay, Law, answer the question then.
I'm happy to answer this, but I'd really not like to not pivot off of the abortion topic. But
you're right. We're going to go right back to it. Yeah,
no, I mean, the right to give pardons is a complete presidential authority. It wasn't corruption. It wasn't corruption when Donald Trump pardoned his son's father-in-law. It wasn't corruption when Bill Clinton pardoned his family. It's just a power that the president has.
That's why I
you
said use a
never
different
asked
word.
this.
Wait. That's why I
lawyer
said
talk.
use a different word. If you would have said, is it ethical? Then that's a different conversation. But you said, is it corruption? It's not corruption because that's a power that the president has. Now, going back to AB, can you tell me why you don't trust women to actually control their own bodies?
Because for the simple fact, they got to have an AB in the first place. That's why you're irresponsible.
What? Bro,
You don't get it?
about, man?
The fact that you have to have an AB is a problem in the first place.
You do understand that
Something
there's
went
other
wrong way
reasons.
before
You
that.
do understand that there's other reasons for women getting ABs outside of wanting to get rid of the baby. That's why ABs is healthcare. That's why I'm saying it's not just elective. And even if it is before sentience, who cares? Who cares? But you do understand that there's certain situations where women are dying because they're unable to actually access this health care.
That is a medical emergency. That's completely different from a woman on Section 8 on her third abortion. I mean, AB in 2 years.
Cool, because it feels like you're being very stereotypical, and you're actually pointing something out that you might have seen or whatever, or just some type of dumb stereotype. So what I want you to do, no. What I want you to do is actually back that up with the source. I need to know where you're getting your numbers from, because apparently you have some. No, I don't want to hear your anecdotal bullshit. Apparently you have some type of actual factual information to back up the fact that there's a high clip of women that are on Section 8, black women that are on Section 8 that are on their third AB. I need you to actually run those numbers. Run them. W's in the chat for Glenn. Glenn sent a $25 donation saying, respect you. Thank you for educating these dummies. Glenn, thank you so much for that $25 donation. You are far too kind. W's in the chat for Glenn. Guys, keep tapping the screen. We're almost at 500,000 likes. Let's go ahead and get it up to 500,000 likes. Let's also go ahead and get the shares up. Do all the wonderful things, guys. W's in the chat for Beauty. Beauty sent a $1 donation that says, Santana, my TikTok is Olive. Michelle, please let me hold on. You know what? Normally I don't do this. I don't see you. I don't see you. You're not here. Also, W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent a $1 donation saying, children are not punishment for being irresponsible. Absolutely not. That's the most insane thing. That's the most insane thing that you could have said. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Let's make sure that we're taking care of law while we are up here. Guys, Angry Black Man is demonstrating everything that he knows, and it is just, with that being said, guys, Angry Black Man. Angry Black Man. Where's that actual information? Like you have to have some type of statistics to back up what you said. It seems like you
It's my life experience, homie. I've been everywhere, and I've been, you feel me? It's my life experience.
Hey, Law, quick question for you, Law. Hey, Law, does Trust Me Bro work in court?
Yes, it do.
I wish, man, I could get away with some shit.
Trust Me Bro is not a source. It is not substance. It is not something that we can actually go by. Like literally, if you're gonna make this claim, then I need you to substantiate that claim. It doesn't work that way.
Hey, the women, they know it's true. They know. I don't know the numbers on why how many women from Section 8 is having babies, but I know it's 18
Let me ask you a serious question. Hold
of
on.
them in 50 years.
Seriously.
Do the math.
Seriously, serious question. How old are you?
Billions of
approximately how old are you?
I'm not giving that on the internet.
No, that's why I said you don't have to tell me exactly, but approximately. Are you you sound like you might be in your early 20s, or where are you?
Yeah.
Early 20s. Okay. The thing that gets me is you're a young man, and don't get me wrong, there are a lot of young men.
I've been in college, bro. I'm well traveled.
Okay, that's
That's
cool.
what I
You're
like.
well
Far
traveled.
from a dummy, bro.
I didn't call you a dummy at all. You're well traveled. Tell me about it. Where's the furthest you've traveled to?
Shit, what you mean? I'm from Detroit, Cali.
Okay, so have you ever left the country?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm
so you're
well
not that
traveled
well
in the
traveled.
US, bro.
You're not
Let me
that
clarify that.
well traveled. There's a whole massive world outside of the US. I promise you, check it out. You will love it.
Let me
Anyway,
clarify
with that
that
being
for you,
said,
bro.
anyway, with
In
that
the
being
US.
said, you said you're educated. Are you self-educated, institutionally educated? What?
Book smart, street smart.
Okay, so you
Never had
have
a shit hard.
you
Shit,
have
I went to
degrees.
college.
You have
Yeah.
degrees. Do you have degrees?
No, I ain't finished. I went to college though. I ain't
Okay,
finished.
so okay, cool. So you said that you are well traveled, but you haven't left the US. You said that you are institutionally educated, but you didn't finish college. You said that you are well rounded, but yet you're in your early 20s. The point that I'm trying to get across is that you have a lot of life to live. I'm not shaming young people whatsoever, because I have met some brilliant young people. But the simple fact of the matter is that it seems like that you have a worldview that is based off of such a limited scope that you don't understand it, and you're speaking from a perspective of religion, which
I think you
religion can
speaking
be
from a place of
constraining.
emotions, bro. I think it's all
What
feelings
emotions
and
am I
shit.
listening? Don't get it twisted. Just because I'm
You can't
giving a
even call
level,
it illegal. That's very emotional, bro. You got emotional ties.
you know what
Listen, in
emotional is.
certain
Hold on. So
neighborhoods,
this is what
black
we're gonna
people
do,
get
right? This is what we're gonna do. Don't get it twisted that I put a flare on the information that I'm giving as emotion. Just because I say or do things a certain way, whether it's the way that I talk, whether it's the way that I play music, whether it's the jokes that I crack, that's not me being emotional. And when I say undocumented immigrants, when I correct people, when I say Jewish people, when I say certain things like that, I am just trying to say humanize people. Stop saying and doing things to dehumanize people. Like, that's something that I have a problem with. So it's not that I'm saying, oh, I can't quote unquote call something else. That's not the thing. I'm telling you that there is substance behind the words that you said. I've tried to make you understand multiple times. You've said words that you either don't understand or they don't go the place that you think they go. And I've tried to correct you multiple times. It's not about me being emotional. It's about me actually understanding things, and I'm trying to help you understand things. You are a young man that has the world in front of you, and you have so many opportunities. Please open up your worldview. I know that the basis of who you are is rooted in your religion, but I promise you, there's multiple religions. Just like there's multiple countries, just like there's multiple opinions. And all I'm saying is you have an opportunity to actually learn and do more. Don't get so stuck in one spot that you think that you're done growing. You're never. And once you say that you're done growing and done learning, then you might as well unalive, because there's no point in living if you're not going to continue to grow, learn, change, and try to be better. That's my point.
I don't know where you get that from.
Law, you want to say anything else to him?
I want to kind of zero in on why do you think that there should be laws that regulate this? I understand your moral aspect of it, but what interest does the government have in telling a woman when and how she should exercise autonomy over her body?
Okay, I'm just gonna speak on history, and because we already have laws, and I believe without laws things will be chaotic. So I think laws is necessary. I think government is necessary.
So what
Regulations are
chaos would
necessary.
result if the government stopped forcing women to have children?
It'll get out of hand like anything that's not regulated. 18 million ABs in 50 years, homie. That's a problem. You ain't talking about the prison system. You ain't talking about black on black crime. You ain't talking about all these things in place.
Hey, you do know it's just crime and not black on black crime. Like, I'm sorry, I am so
I don't
sick
like
of.
that. I'm mad I said that too.
I'm
But
so
I agree
sick of
with you.
like the whole. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Finn. You're talking to law. Go.
But it's just these things that's in place. And then you look at the history. You know, the Democrats created the triple Ks.
That's not true. That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
Southern white conservatives created the Triple K.
Okay.
No,
Same
no, I'm
thing.
serious. Like, what are the things that the Triple K stood for? Isolationism, pro Second Amendment,
I mean, but it was the
anti-inclusivity.
reality of what they did to my people, man. We
Law,
can't deny the fact.
Law, in this past election, who did the Triple K support?
I would be hard pressed to think that they would even look without a scowl at Kamala Harris. That's what we call in the law res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself.
But she lost. So majority of America was on one accord.
It's not. Do you know how many people are in America?
But they lost.
Do you know how many people are in America?
Around 300 million.
Do you know how many people voted for Donald Trump?
You're close.
Around 300 million.
Do you know how many people
I
voted
don't
for
know
Donald
how
Trump?
many people voted for Trump.
Not half of it. Not half. I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, Law.
I'm saying that the election was lost. That's all I'm saying. So more people was on one accord to get him in office than not. I'm just stating reality.
By about 1%. Yeah, I mean it was 49% of the electorate.
It don't
so he
matter
didn't even
the
get a majority.
the facts. We focus on the facts. We not focused on.
I'm not disagreeing that he won. Zero disagreement that he won. But if you say a majority of America supported him, it's just not true.
People can't even get nowhere because they not talking about nothing. We get the little details, bro, but the overall picture, the last 4 years was hell for everybody.
How? Like, give me.
Y'all enjoyed the last 4 years?
Yes, I absolutely did.
Okay.
I absolutely
inflation.
Did. You don't have
Everything.
anything.
It was hard to get a house.
You don't understand. You don't understand. That's W's in the chat for.
What am I not understanding?
W's in the chat
my
for
living
W's in the
experience?
chat for Adele, who sent a $5 donation. Said Angry needs to visit a mosque, a synagogue, a temple. Go to Guatemala, Panama, or Colombia. Go visit Europe, Asia, etc. He'll return a different man. Listen, that's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. W's in the chat for Sarah. Sarah sent a $1 donation. Says angry black man has a concept of a degree. He absolutely does. W's in the chat for Beauty. I got it. Yeah. That's for a reason. I'm sorry. Olive. I'm sorry. W's in the chat for Allison, who sent a $1 donation saying, get this fool angry black man off his hypocritical BS and out of Detroit. He's given us other Detroiters a bad name. W's in the chat for Mark, who sent a $2 donation, said, tell Angry he's an embarrassment to our ancestors. Mark, I've been trying to tell him this whole time. Mark, what do you think that I've been up here doing? W's in the chat. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Please make sure we're taking care of Law, who is up here. And Law.
Yep. Kathy and Glenn, $25 each. Thank you guys so much. That is 2 booking fees for an unhoused person who had the pleasure of getting arrested. So I appreciate you guys.
Massive W. God, make sure we're taking care of Law because he is doing something so amazing. Make sure we're hitting his pay links. Make sure we're gifting him. Do all of those wonderful things. Also, a couple of quick call outs. Guys, if you're not following me on all of my social medias, make sure you're following me on Blue Sky. I'm way funnier on Blue Sky than I am on TikTok. Trust me. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. And also, this is my backup account right here. If you're not following my backup account, follow the backup account. The reason why I say that is because I've been doing something fun, right? I have realized that the burden of proof is on MAGA. The burden of proof is on the Republican Party. We no longer have to actually prove anything to them. We no longer have to actually prove anything to them. So what I like to do on my backup account is go into MAGA lives and crash out. Yes, I immediately go into their lives and I crash out and I make them explain to me why my gallon of eggs costs $15. I make them explain to me why Donald Timothy Trump gas prices are so high. I completely crash out and do all those things. I like to have fun. So follow the backup account. With that being said, Angry Black Man, the reason why I said that you don't know things is because you have no point of reference. You're talking about inflation, but you don't understand what caused inflation, how inflation actually was impacted by the rest of the world, and what the Biden-Harris administration did. Okay, tell me what caused inflation. What caused inflation? What caused inflation?
Policy.
What policy?
The policies that the president put in place.
What policy?
Whatever made inflation go up, bro.
That's why I said you don't know things. I'm literally telling you you don't know things. I've been talking to you. I've been talking to you long enough to understand that you don't know things. No, policy is not what caused inflation. There's multiple factors that was caused by inflation. C-19.
While he was president, it don't matter. It happened when he was president.
Can I finish speaking?
I don't care about the fact.
I finish speaking, Angry Black Man? Because you don't know things. If you want me to actually
explain, you don't know things. You don't know reality. You can't focus on reality, bro. You can't.
You said that policy caused inflation. You said policy caused inflation. Tell me which policy caused inflation.
It's the truth. I don't know.
Tell me which.
I don't know which one.
Okay, then shut up and let me explain it to you.
I don't care about which one, bro. I'm talking about the life experience that I lived through.
No one cares about your anecdotal life experience for you living in Detroit, and all you know is Detroit. You don't know anything outside of Detroit. That's why you have no perspective. That's why I'm sitting here telling you, you need to travel the world. You need to actually gain more resources. I'm telling you, you don't understand things because your scope is about this wide when the world is this big. That's what I'm trying to get across to you.
Yeah, you wrong, bro. You wrong, bro. Like, bag of chips is $2.50.
I'm sorry, Law. I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh no, I was being as polite as I possibly could, but that.
Did he say a bag of chips
there was
$2.50,
no direct answer. I mean, size of a bag. You know, regular bag of Doritos. That ain't bad.
Oh my God, Law. It was that was a lot, Law. That was a lot. W's in the chat for go ahead, Law.
Oh no, I was just saying I really was trying to get out of him, like, why does the government have any say in this? Like, what's the government interest? Like, when we have a law,
he couldn't look.
There has to be a reason why the government is intervening. No, and that's what I was trying to get to. Is like, fine, have your religious beliefs, go protest outside of, on public property, outside of all the Planned Parenthood centers that you want, but just stop forcing government to deny people their basic human rights.
Just that simple. Just that simple. W's in the chat for Priscilla, who sent a $2 donation and say, tell him we got 50 if he tells us about inflation. Listen, you could have said that you would have gave him 1,000 if he would have been able to explain inflation, and there's no way he would have been able to do it. Not even close.
Started talking about blowing up birthday balloons or something.
He absolutely would have. He absolutely would have, Law. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Kimmy. Kimmy sent a $2 donation. Say, so sad. So many young black men lost. Listen, that's why I spent so much time on him. I'm telling you for a fact. My wife even sent me a message multiple times saying, "Get rid of this guy." I have a soft spot in my heart for young black men, and it hurts me so much when they're so uneducated. For young people, period, right? Because again, I feel like young people have such an amazing opportunity in front of them, and it just blows me away when they don't maximize those opportunities. It's like it's crazy. Anyway, with that being said, Law, I think I'm gonna call it. It's been a long night.
Thank you for the opportunity, guys. Thank you everybody for the gifts. And Stein, I see the points. That's amazing. Thank you.
Hold on, guys. One more time. Even like, I know the poll is still in the chat. I'm sorry, the poll is still running. Law's pay links are in his bio. I just want everybody to hold tight for one moment. I want Law to explain what the donations go to, because Law is so amazing. He's so kind. He's so generous. he actually does something completely amazing that's completely different than anyone else on this app. Law, can you please break down what happens when they donate to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So I work in public defense, of course, and I very frequently encounter people who are in the criminal justice system, and they're suffering with mental illness, they're suffering use disorder. I never think should be criminalized. And then or homelessness, like being a public defender, that's a large majority of people who I encounter. A lot of people, immigration, Spanish, so I end up interacting with a lot of those clients as well. And this all could just kind of started organically. I would go up in Harry and Dean and Parker's lives, and people would give me donations, and I'm like, I don't make a ton of money, but I don't need the donation. So I started trying to use it to help people. It started off with a woman who was unhoused, and I was able to get her charges dropped, but then she had a $25 booking fee that she couldn't pay. And so I was able to kind of anonymously, at least to her, pay that off just with the donations that I had gotten from the coins from TikTok, or whatever. And then people started asking for PayPal and Venmo, and now I've been able to help quite a few people. Just 2 weeks ago, had somebody who very, very mentally ill. They were actually, had misdemeanor charges just for trespassing because they were just kind of hanging out in a gas station, and they got arrested for trespassing. I was able to get those charges dropped, but then I got a call from I found his caseworker in a neighboring and because they didn't know to a shelter, his homeless shelter. This guy absolutely could not navigate the bus system or anything like that. And it was digits up. It was snow. I was able to get on the bus and understood the transfers and everything. And the dude comes out and he's in a t-shirt and it's snowing outside, and he's got about 2 to 3 hours of bus ride ahead of him. But through your guys' donations, I was able to take him to Walmart. We got him a backpack. We got him a jacket. We got him some warm clothes, something to eat, so that, and then I was able to just drop him off at his shelter, because I wasn't about to just kick him out to the side and leave him out to the elements. And as much as I would dig into my own pocket to help all of these people, my heart is a lot bigger than my wallet, and I would bankrupt myself and provide no future for my kids if I did all of that. So I'm able to turn it around thanks to you guys, and kind of pay it forward on your behalf. So I really appreciate everything that you guys have done to help this out. I do have a new project that I'm working on with Rolo. I don't know if you guys know him. He's an immigration attorney. Yep. We're working on developing some like a pamphlet with a little tearaway for your on various or people, Spanish is just their first language, to inform them their rights when they're encountered by law enforcement or immigration officials, and actually have like a tear off card that they can law enforcement officials. It's their right to remain silent, their right to an attorney, their right to not be subject to warrantless searches and seizures, all of those things, so that they can just hand that over, and the officers know right away that this person is affirmatively exercising all of their rights. So basically, I give them a cheat sheet. Yeah, if you call exercising your constitutional rights a cheat sheet, I suppose, Ryan, that's hilarious. But in any case, so sorry for rambling, but I've been extremely touched by the generosity of everybody, and how I'm able to utilize that. Joanne, I did see your $50 come through. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Noah, $5. I appreciate you. Adela, $5. And Susie, $2. I see that. And I greatly appreciate all of you. Santana, you have a good night.
Thank you, Law. You as well. You are amazing, and you know how highly I think of you. Thank you for coming through. Guys, W's in the chat for Law. W's in the chat for Law. W's in the chat for law. Hey guys, just a quick reminder. This Sunday, if you haven't watched the video on my page, if you have not watched the video on my page, this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific, brunch with my creator. I will have my special guest, Johnny P. Johnny P will be on brunch with my creator this Sunday. It's a fireside chat where we sit down and we actually learn about some of our favorite content creators. Last time we had Parker on. This time we have Johnny P. We will be streaming on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all of those things. Make sure that you are there. If you want to catch the one that I did with Parker, it's on my YouTube channel. Follow me on Blue Sky. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. I am all those places. Guys, we're so close to 600,000 likes. Can we get like just a few moments of power tapping the screen so we can get up to 600,000 likes? I would love if we can get up to 600,000 likes. I would love if we can get up to 600,000 likes, guys. Also, W's in the chat for Robin. Robin sent a $3 donation saying for pissing off MAGA some more. Thank you so much for that $3 donation. That is absolutely too kind. You guys have been amazing. We're gonna go ahead and do the outro. We're gonna raid I'm Really Important. You can see the comments pinned there. We're gonna raid I'm Really Important. We're gonna do a Santana raid. Keep tapping the screen while I do the outro. Let's see if you guys can get to 600,000 before I hit that outro. Let's see, before I finish the outro, let's see if you tap the screen, see if you can get to 600,000 before I finish the outro.
Price emotional stability, a sound body and tranquility.
Guys, this was fun. It was an amazing night. I really appreciate everybody for being here. I appreciate all the taps, the likes, the shares, the gifts, the donation. You guys are absolutely amazing. You're way too kind. For the 1.2 thousand people that's still hanging out, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you guys. Let's go raid I'm Really Important. Let's go raid I'm Really Important. So many people. Let's get over there in full force. Santana raid, Santana raid. Don't meet me there, beat me there. I love you all. And as always,
loud inside of beats, I deserve it all.
Peace.